I'm on my own, broken alone. I feel the rain crashing down. All around this empty town, I'm searching for the lost and found. But you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air, like a blazing flare. Just stare, cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me.
With Gametime Picks, we make buying tickets easy by serving up only the best deals on sports, music, and shows.
What time is it?
It's game time.
Well, I hope we liked that intro for everybody. It's a new year. Thought we had to change it up a little bit, and also we got a nice little mic as well too. Bought it off Amazon with a little gift card, thanks to someone we'll name later. But what's going on, everybody? Back for another year. We're excited to get going. I don't know if the other stream's kind of going or kicking around still right now, but we're getting set here for opening puck drop. We got a little bit of Western Canadian action for you tonight as the boys from Alberta, one of the boys from Alberta, Flames are in Vancouver tonight to take on the Canucks, who shocked everybody last year and looking to do it again this year as well. But what's going on, everybody? Hope we're having a good day so far. It's about 10 o'clock here on the Eastern time zone. So if you guys are out east as well, I appreciate you staying up for this one. And yeah, I'm ready. I had a Red Bull in me about an hour ago, and we're ready to rumble here. It's going to be a good time. So glad everybody can kind of make it out for it, and just waiting for puck drop to begin hopefully soon. But yeah, let's see what's happening here. We got armchair guys checking in here. It is almost game time. We're looking forward to it. We'll kind of run down some of the lineups coming up. They just had Sam Honzek for the Flames come out, and he had his little rookie debut. Goaltending matchups tonight. You got Vladar, I think, is in net tonight for the Flames. And then I believe it's Sheloff's in net for the Canucks. And I'm kind of curious how he's going to do compared to what he did in the playoffs last year when he had to kind of take over for Demko. Because if I'm not mistaken, he's out, couple weeks now? Couple weeks, maybe month or two? Somebody can remind me, but whatever. So we got goaltending matchups tonight. You got Jake DeBrusk making his Canucks debut tonight. You got Tyson Barrie, Anthony Mantha making their debuts tonight for the boys. We're excited about it. Daniel checking in. Happy Wednesday. What's happening? Does not feel like halfway through the week. I feel like it's a Monday night, to be quite honest with you. It does not feel like it at all. Hockey from home checking in too. What's going on? Hope you guys were able to check out Jimmy and Richard tonight. I did check the score of the Penguins game not too long ago, Penguins and Rangers, and man, those Rangers are just kind of they're starting right back up again, man. It's wild. And you know what? I didn't actually see what happened with the Leafs tonight. So they had 45 shots on goal and they still lost. And they didn't even score. Man, that's got to be a sign of things to come. I don't know. I mean, you have a lot of overreactions too early on in the year. 1-0 though. What? Yikes. I thought their defense was going to be an issue this year, not their offense. Who's in net for Montreal tonight? Was it Montembeault? It must have been because they have, who do they have? Montembeault now and, God, who's their backup? Because they traded Allen. Oh, it might be Primo. Maybe. I could be wrong. Anyway, yeah, that's yikes. That's trouble in Leafland. Whatever. It's one game in though. You can't knock him this early. We'll wait till April for that. Rangers up 6-0 in the third. Shots 41-27. There was a lot of hot takes out there before we started we did like season predictions on a lot of our shows this year. I saw a lot of it on a lot of our shows this year. And a lot of them had Pittsburgh finishing like 7th. Neil, who I do Flames cast with, I think he had Pittsburgh 6th or 7th, if I'm not mistaken. So I have Buffalo last this year, and it didn't look well too early on. So we'll see how it goes. They're just running commercials right now. We're getting set here on our end, but RJ did mention it's going to be Dan Vladar against Sheilofs. We're going to play a game tonight and see how many names I'm going to butcher. That's going to be great. Connor, our Canucks fan, also checking in, wondering who thought hiring David Quinn was a good idea. Couldn't tell you. Thank God I'm not paid to make those decisions. Thank God. Speaking of kind of predictions, let's leave our comments below what we're thinking tonight. 5-1 Canucks. I think it's going to be one of those trap games tonight. I got Canucks winning this one too, to be quite frank, just because, I don't know, something about... Oh, so hold on. I got this. I had this saved earlier on. I found it like an hour ago, and I thought I'd read it to you guys. So for Flames fans out there, we're not good on opening night, okay? This is from Matchsticks and Gasoline. Thank you for the stat, by the way, if you are who you are on Twitter. Fun fact, the Flames haven't won a season opening road game since 1986. 5-3 versus Boston was the last time they won on the road in a season opener. They've gone 0-12, 2-2, so 2 overtime losses, 2 shootout losses in their last 16 attempts. Oh, sorry, they're ties. One of the twos was for ties all the way back in the day when they did that. Calgary has won their last 2 season openers, but both have come at home. So the question is, do they end it tonight? That's the interesting part. They're just getting, they're introducing the coaches in that right now as we're getting set here for game 1 of the opener before the Canucks and the Flames. That's wild to think about, though. What was that? 16? I think they said. Let me read that again. I think it was 16. Haven't won a season opener road game since 1986. They have not won a road home opener. Seems like a beautiful place to do it tonight, though. In the heart of Vancouver. 0-12, 2-2. That is awful. You might as well say it's 0-14 and then the 2 ties. That I was reading. That's brutal. But anyway, they're bringing out the guys here. You got Besser coming out. So if you're Vancouver, you got DeBrusk playing on this team here. Curious if he gets first. I imagine he plays. You signed him to that long term of a deal. I imagine he probably gets first line minutes, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, if anybody else has got any predictions below, let me know. It was Stolars versus Montembeault today. Yeah, that's right. Stolars was in because Woll all of a sudden had some sort of injury. Brutal. 4 names you're going to butcher tonight. 4. That's low. I think it'd be closer to 10. I wouldn't be surprised. The one rookie that we have on Calgary, Hunter, I don't even know if I say it right, Brushewitz. I've heard both, so I'm still trying to figure out which one it is, but I'll get it eventually. Goza's got 4-3 Canucks in overtime. Hey, if we can get it to overtime, I'd be okay with that. I have no issues with that. Still bringing out the players, guys. We'll get it going soon, probably in the next 10 minutes or so. Keep rolling in those predictions, though. Canucks to put out the Flames 5-2 tonight. So they're bringing out Sheloffs right now in net, and you wonder when they brought him in. Oh, and Kevin Lankinen too. That's right, because Demko's out for a couple weeks. You wonder with Sheloffs, he had that hot streak as the second he got into the playoffs last year. I don't know if it was what was it, game 2? I think they tossed him in, game 2 or 3. Anyway, they tossed him in and went on a bit of a heater for whatever, all the way up till game 7 of last year against the Oilers. So it's been a couple of months since he's last played, but he's got the confidence now. They threw him right into the fire in the playoffs too, which is huge. And that's why they have him playing tonight. But yeah, I'm curious to see what he's going to do maybe in this little stretch here while Demko's out. It's normally like this time of year, even the first 2 months, like you're going to see some weird teams be in a playoff spot, right? Like we saw it last year watching the the Montreal Canadiens documentary they had on, and they had Montreal in a wild card spot 2 months into the season last year. I think Anaheim was in a spot. I think they were like first in the division or something like that, and then everybody fell back to earth. So yeah, I'm curious what this Canucks team's going to do early on. And there he is, Jake DeBrusk, coming back out. Game will get underway soon, guys. Promise you here. They're just bringing guys out here. But yeah, we'll see. 5-2 for the Flames, though. Interesting. Jared checking in as well. He's got the same jersey. I've learned my lesson. I got no name on the back of the jersey. None. I don't trust it anymore. I don't trust people leaving, going, all that stuff. So I just leave it blank. I don't know. What do you guys do now? I was like, when Kachuk left, that was like the final straw. I went, you know what? I'm not losing more money over guys that now I have like names on the back of my jerseys for. I'll only do it if I think maybe a good example of it might be a Ginla. That's about it. Players are all out, and oh yeah, they have a different center ice logo now. Here are the boys coming out. Flames getting set, take the ice, they'll do the national anthem, and then we will get rolling for you guys here momentarily. Plus, the Bruins sucked yesterday, but Elias Lindholm did good. I heard he did good. I heard the Bruins did not do so good. I heard Korpisalo was just terrible. So hopefully that turns around, and now it was good timing too with Swayman getting his contract in. So that should be good. Sam Honzek getting his rookie debut coming in. For Flames fans, no Coronado tonight, if I'm not mistaken. He will not be in the lineup, I believe, for the Flames tonight. I think they're rolling with 7 or 8 D-man. Because I think when they sign Barry, he might be their 7th D-man. I imagine Braden Paschal takes that 6th D-man spot tonight. But we'll see when the lineups come up on the board soon. Dylan checking in. What's going on, Dylan? Might be coming in at intermission if he's got time. If he's not too busy, we'll see if he can check in with us. So Jared's got 2-1 Calgary. Sometimes it's weird with these type of games. Whenever they play Vancouver, it's either we get trounced by these guys or it's really close. And I don't like it either way. So far it's pro Canucks tonight. And of course, Dylan's going to take his Canucks 4-2. Just hitting commercial break, and then we will get underway here momentarily. As I think that's a final, by the way, on our other stream, guys. 6-0. Yeah, 6-0. Jesus Christ. Man. It's going to be interesting this year where you expect the teams clearly to do well, right? The Rangers being one of them. I think a lot of people are just expecting them to finish first in that division. I'm a little worried with Pittsburgh now. I don't know. You lose this badly to New York early on. I don't know, man. It could get difficult, but we'll see how it goes. As Hockey from Home still checking in. I think he's actually heading out now. Yeah, it's all good, man. I get it. I had to chug a Red Bull about an hour ago. It's going to be closer to 12:30 before I go to bed. Can't wait for it, but it's all good. What is your favorite Pokemon? It's amazing that you asked that question because I did grow up playing Pokemon like the nerd that I am. God. Gotta say Whooper. He's a good dude. Just a little guy, but he's just silly. We'll go with him. See you tomorrow for Flamescast. Absolutely, you will. Absolutely. We're going to be recording. So, here's the thing. For those of you who don't know, I just started a new show 2 weeks ago with good buddy Neil, who agreed to do it with me. He's Devil State of Mind guy. They're just singing the national anthem, by the way, guys. We'll get into it soon. Anyway, and so real quick, about, again, 2 weeks ago, just started this Flames Cast show. We're about 5 episodes in. And it's just for fun. We just do it live whenever, and then we drop an audio and then just try to share it if you guys want to go back and watch it afterwards. So we'll probably be live in the afternoon tomorrow, but we'll end up recording and dropping it in the evening tomorrow night anyway, if you guys want to go check it out. We'll have full game reaction for you as well, because by the time 12 o'clock, 12:30 rolls around, I'm going to have nothing left. I'm going to give what I can tonight. We'll see what happens. Didn't know you wear glasses. It's a bit of a lie. It's a little bit of a lie. I wear blue light glasses because when you look at a screen for too long, it can be a lot. It's a little annoying. So I got them for like $20 off Amazon too. And you know what's funny? I actually did just clean them because they were so dirty earlier that it was kind of blurry to see the screen. So had to clean those bad boys. But $20 off Amazon in case you do a job, where you look at a screen for hours on end. You don't want to ruin your eyeballs. So Whooper supremacy. Absolutely. Absolutely. We're getting underway soon here, guys. National anthem is done and puck drops about to get going here. Any more predictions too? Just leave it in the comments below. We'll get the lineups rolling for you here soon. It looks like for the Flames, they're getting ready with Blake Coleman in that third line tonight. Vladar again starting here tonight for the Flames. Last year he played 20 games. He was 8-9-2 with a 3.62 goals against average. And he's kind of that 1B to maybe Dustin Wolf's 1A in terms of starting goaltenders. Shelos played 4 regular season games last year. He was 3-0-1 with a 2.47 goals against average. Ladies and gentlemen, we're underway in about 2 seconds here. And now I have to scramble because I have the scoreboard up, but I want to try something new this year because I love Yahoo. Love Yahoo. And puck has just dropped. We are underway here. Give me a hot second. I am going to very slowly but surely pull up the scoreboard for you guys. I don't know, man. I don't know if I love the Sunrise logo for the Canucks this year. I'm kind of back and forth on it. It's okay. I'm not crazy about it. I think it's the same as, who did it too? I think Ottawa did the same thing, if I'm not mistaken. But there we go. All right, we're underway here, boys. So you got Huberto Pospisil and Mantha. I think they started with the Backlund line tonight. It's going to be Backlund with Connor Zary and Blake Coleman like we expected. As we are underway, ladies and gentlemen, for opening puck drop. And see what I mean? I got a nice little scoreboard here. I can you'll see what's kind of happened here recently. We're just giving it a whirl. We'll see how it goes. Jalen saying JT Miller over 2.5 shots on goal. DeBrusque for a point. I don't blame you, man. I do not blame you. Congrats on the new show. Thank you. And hope you guys can check it out tomorrow. Absolutely. Who do I got winning? Yeah, true. I didn't really give my predictions. So I'm going to roll. I should be rolling with the Flames tonight, but I think Canucks at home. I don't know. Shelos, I feel like, is going to have a good night tonight. I think it's going to be close. I'd like to go to overtime at least. So why don't we stick with that? I'll say 3-2 Canucks in overtime. No, you know what? Screw that. 3-2 Flames in overtime. I got to stick with my team here. I can't do that. I can't do that. Not with Connor here. Not with Dylan watching. I can't do it. I won't do it. But wouldn't surprise me, right, if the Canucks do end up winning. But that's okay. Vladar versus Shelos, by the way. Yes, that's right. Again, curious to see what. I'm very curious to see what. How many games Vladar gets this year for the Flames. So. Victoria. Okay, there we go. We can put a name to a face. Nice to meet you. Again, thanks for hanging out and appreciate it and enjoy the rest of your night. Hopefully you can watch the highlights in the morning because that's all I'm going to remember by the time tomorrow morning hits. Oh, man. It would be an amazing game, honestly. Any game that goes to overtime, I'm always excited about, to be honest. And speaking of games, with our new sponsor, ladies and gentlemen, we have Gametime that just started with us recently, and I recommend you guys going to download the app. If you can, just go redeem the code. You can get $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. I can't wait to use it because the plan is to go to listen. I don't know if it's happening or not. I'm still trying to convince some people to go, but I want to go to Buffalo this year in November because the Flames are in Buffalo, 1:00 on a Saturday afternoon. Chef's kiss. But we'll see what happens. Regardless, I'm still going out there I'm going to Calgary in February. So I'll be to make sure to buy your tickets off Gametime, guys. Would really appreciate it. You get $20 off your first purchase. Why wouldn't you, right? If you guys go to a game, you go to a cheap game, whatever it may be, really recommend it. And you guys should go check it out if you can, or just sign up and just be a friend. It takes 2 seconds. That'd be great too. Anyway. So early power play for the Flames. Totally missed it. No idea what happened. I absolutely missed it. Oh my goodness. Got school, but I'll check it out because I do NHL news recaps for my channel. Hey, that's great. So I got to check it out. Drop it in the comments below. We'll try to make sure we can check it out. Absolutely. Andrew checking in too. What's going on, Andrew? Long time no see. How far do you live from Calgary? A really long way. I am based in Ontario, just north of Toronto, and but my dad is a huge skier, and we love to ski out in Banff, and we try to go when we can. So we're going in February, and more than likely going to a Flames game again. This will be, man, I've been going since I was 15, so I think it's probably be the 5th time, I think, that we've been at 5th or 6th time. So I've been pretty lucky to go out there when we can. But let me know if you guys are skiers, snowboarders as well too. I'm excited because snow is around the corner. I love winter. I know it's not everybody's favorite, but that's okay. It's all good. Andrew's checking in. Hey, what's going on, Andrew? Hope you're having a fantastic night. Yeah, we're doing good. Been a busy couple of weeks here at THPN, but we're really excited to get the year going, fellas. We are really excited to get things going. Hope you guys enjoyed the live stream earlier tonight. We are going to be also live again. We got 2 games tomorrow night. I think it's Utah and the Islanders tomorrow, and I forget the second one, but make sure to check it out, guys. Cool. Specifically from Richmond Hill. Listen, I would give out a location, but people are weird. I don't trust people. So maybe another time. Listen, if you get me a couple of beers deep, maybe that'll happen. But anyway, that's awesome, though. Actually, I was born in Richmond Hill. There you go. Cool, fun fact. But again, appreciate you coming out. And yeah, if you guys want to check out the show tomorrow, we'll let you know as a breakaway coming up here for the Canucks. It's going to be Connor Garland, and it's stopped by Vladar. He didn't really get a good shot on it there. Flames also unsuccessful, by the way, on that power play, as we are back to 5-on-5 here, 5 minutes in, and Tyler Myers lost a blade. He was trying to get to the bench, it looked like, and I think he got there eventually. But yeah, overall, good back and forth start. Nothing really happened there for that power play. I wish I can give you guys much updated on that, but didn't really see much going there. As Andrew's saying, doing good with stress with Florida hurricane going on. I heard about that. I heard that, or was reading that, thank goodness, as Vladar makes a good save there. Yeah, I kind of heard that it went down to a category 3. I think it hits landfall at 2 a.m. I have an uncle from Tampa Bay, and thank goodness he got out, and hope everybody who's safe down there can get out and just overall be safe, as Vladar's getting some good looks here, but he's just turning these aside left, right, and center. Good start for Daniel Vladar here and this defense as they flip it away back to center ice. Shots 5-1 Vancouver early on in this one. Danelle checking in. What's going on, Danelle? Long time no see as well. It's been a hot minute. Been a while. Man, when was the last time we did one? Probably second round of the playoffs, if I can remember. But we're back, baby. We're back. Breakaway here for Sam Honzik. No, excuse me. It is Coronado. Okay, so he is in the lineup. So you know what? I think Coronado's the 12th, what should we call it? 3, 6, 9, 12. 13th forward. Am I calling that right? Yeah, 39 is Coronado. So he had a good chance and just missed it wide on Sheloff. Still shots are 5-1, but it was a really good chance. They're probably the best chance of the night for the Flames. And another breakaway the other way. Canucks get a chance on Vladar. Stopped and turns it aside again. As the Canucks get a couple of golden opportunities and they can't get by Vladar early on in this one. My goodness. Good chances there so far for Vancouver. Bring it right back around here. Carson Soucy gets it set up here with Hronik behind the net. Bringing it right back up as they go for a change. Busy start, folks, tonight already to this one. Let me ask you, what do you think the Flames will do this season? They are rebuilding. Conroy didn't want to say that, and now fight. We got a big skirmish going on here. Everybody's getting involved here. Oh my goodness. And it's looks like it was Kevin Rooney who's down. And we got lots. It's a huge kerfuffle going on right now. Everybody's getting involved, and oh man, that is not a good sight for Rooney. He looks like he's knocked out. And it looks like they keep showing it to Miller. We're going to get a replay in a second here. Sorry, 39 is Anthony Mantha, who had a good chance earlier on. My mistake. I'll get to your question in a second, Danelle. I just want to see what happened here. Kind of a scary look. Oh, geez. Scary scene here is, man, they're holding Rooney's head a little. Man. Definitely a scary scene here. He's just lifting his head up off the ice here. Everybody up, just trying to see if he's okay. They're getting the Canucks trainer out there too. We're gonna get a replay here in a second, but yeah, scary scenes here as Rooney just. I imagine he either fell awkwardly. Again, we'll get a replay here in a second, but still motionless on the ice. Might have just had the wind knocked out of him, but just the way like his facial expression was just like dazed and he didn't know where he was. They got his head on the back of a towel. Yeah, this is not a good sight, folks. Again, Kevin Rooney down right now on the ice. They got trainers from both benches out here tending to him. A couple of guys going. They had a big skirmish afterwards because we'll get a chance here. Again, they keep showing JT Miller. And I don't know. I must have missed it real quick. I'll come back to Nell's question in a second here. I don't know, Dylan. Like, can you tell me what happened here? Okay, here we go. I'm getting the replay. It's a good hit. Is it bad? Like, okay, is it a good hit though if he leaves his feet? I don't know. I think that's a good hit. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think just with the Flames, like they had to retaliate here as the stretcher's coming out. Man. Not great here as they're slow. Well, they're going to try and get him up here, but yeah, Kevin Rooney down early for the Flames. Takes a big hit by JT Miller. Brutal, man. Fortunate result, non-penalty. Yeah, I agree. Like, it's not just from a first view of it, like it just looked like a fine hit. Maybe he just fell awkward. Like he probably just hit his head awkwardly there. As you know what? Good news though, the stretch is not going to be needed as he's just going to walk to the dressing room. So they'll head to commercial break. But thank goodness he's just okay. Just on the hit there, I mean, he probably just whacked his head on the ice and just was like, "Whoa." Like what happened kind of thing. But yeah, hope he's all right. We're in commercial break here. Excuse me. Let me answer this question after I not choke and die here. So let's see. What do you think the Flames will do this season? They are rebuilding. What I was going to say was Craig Conroy, excuse me, he's not using the word rebuilding, but it is what it is, right? And there was a couple of guys too, even Nazem Kadri said it yesterday, where he thinks this team can be sneaky good, and they believe that they can push a lot of teams this year to the brink in a lot of games. We'll see what happens, right? But yeah, I mean, that's the way it looks. But in one of our recent episodes, we kind of talked about this, where this team kind of has to be bad this year simply because they have to keep. So, okay, when Tkachuk got traded, the condition of that first round pick that they got from Florida now takes into effect this year. There was a ton of conditions behind it, but it also matters because when we traded Monahan to Montreal all those years ago, we also traded a first round pick. Essentially, we just need to stay in the bottom of 10 this year in order to keep our first round pick. I could go into detail, but I won't. Yeah, it's a clean hit. Just looking at it again here. Oh yeah, he got his head right onto the boards. Yeah, no, it was a clean hit by Miller. There's nothing really to dispute there. He just it's just awkwardly like his head into the boards. It just, yeah, that's not a great look. Yeah, it's a non-penalty, and all of a sudden, Canucks have a power play. What? No, no. I get like you have to defend your guys here, but no way you give these guys a power play. No way. Hey, not this early on, man. That's brutal. Well, it's just that you're defending your guy here. You know what I mean? He gets it. Okay, so Klopp is going to be the one getting in for roughing, but you got to defend your guy. I don't get that. The refs have to know that. Like, there's going to be some retaliation afterwards because they're there to defend their guy. So I don't know. I don't like it. But then again, what do I listen? I know nothing, to be honest. Whatever. It's all good. Just back after tuning into the game. This is going at 120 miles per hour right now. Loving every second of it. It kind of feels that way. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if this game kind of speeds along pretty quick too. Just saying. Canucks are going to get a chance here though on their first power play of the season. Again, as Adam Klopka goes in 2 minutes for roughing. Flames player injury type. Was it hip? Just Zarbian saying was it hip? It wasn't. It just looked like he just slammed his head right on the boards. He just kind of sat there looking a little bit dazed. So I imagine it was he's probably going to go in for a concussion protocol. That's probably what we're going to hear, and we're going to get more probably at intermission. We'll wait to see more. Connor's saying, fair to say Huberdeau is continuing to be a major flop. I don't think a major flop. I think that's a little of an overreaction. I get he got his $10.5 million. I think that in itself, I blame Tree Living for. But you have to remember, the guy still put up 70 points last year. And if he continues to do that on a consistent basis, then I wouldn't consider it a major flop. And I said it like when he got traded all those years ago. He needs somebody to play alongside who's a pure goal scorer. And that's what he got when he was in Florida with Barkov and whoever was on his right wing, Verhaeghe, who got a deal today, by the way. Miller gets a shot on Vladar. He covers it up. 42 seconds left on the power play. So, yeah, I wouldn't say it's a major flop. He's still putting up, I mean, his first season, I think he had like 50, so not great. But if this guy can still put up 70 some odd points, I don't have a problem with that. You know, he's there to put up points and he's there to contribute. So, yeah, I don't have an issue with it, but he just needs to find somebody who can play, who can be a pure goal scorer with. As we got Mulberry Myers checking in. My goodness, I can't say that 10 times fast. No way. Just going through here. What else we got here? The penalties were roughing. That's exactly what it was here. 42 seconds left to go on the power play. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look back on it. There was a whole like skirmish. I don't know where Klopka came into the roughing here. 2-on-1 here. Backlund's going to get a chance to try and throw it on net. Still going to get a chance here. Blake Coleman in front, and he can't part it away. The Canucks rush back the other way. Danton Heinen and bringing it over to Hoglander. Trying to set things up here, and they're going to get it right out. Coleman tips it out as the last 15 seconds of this power play here. The Canucks get maybe one more chance here. Under 10 seconds to go here. And scores. Brutal. Top corner. Big block. I think it was, who's 91 on Canucks here? late in the power play, they get a chance, and it's going to be who we got here? Daniel Sprong again. He hurt the Flames early on in the preseason with a nifty goal, and he's going to get the Canucks on the board early on. Was he screened? You know what? Vladar was screened by his own man. Anderson got in the way, and Daniel Sprong manages to get it top corner. Canucks take an early 1-0 lead. There you go. Are we really surprised? Come on, people. Are we really surprised? Defending a guy after a clean hit. It's, it was a clean hit. Like, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys. Oh, my goodness. So, don't know what the roughing penalty was on, but doesn't matter. Canucks take an early 1-0 lead. Shots are 8-2 early on in this one. Armchair guys checking in. Scary outcome on a clean hit. Even as a Flames fan, good call by the refs. So far, it's good so far, yeah. But again, I'd have to look back on that roughing call. We'll see how it goes. Are you watching October baseball? I am on the Detroit Tigers bandwagon. I love it. I think they won today. I love it. I am on fire with the Detroit Tigers. I love every second of it. Love it, love it, love it. How do you guys? I'm watching on Sportsnet. I am too, and I'm doing it on a computer. So, every time I watch it on Sportsnet, it's always behind. But that's okay. It kind of worked out nice with the scoreboard, so it's all good. It's all good here. Oliver Ekman-Larsson. Yeah, that's right. He's in Leafland trying to help those Leafers do something. As here you go. Canucks lead 1-0, 10 minutes halfway through the first period. As the Canucks lead early on in this one. Bring that up again here. What do we got? And a breakaway chance, and it's going to go wide. Looked like that was Teddy Bluger. I could be wrong here, but Vladar escapes that one as the puck is dumped back in. By the way, guys, Andrei Kuzmenko playing against his former team tonight. Something that we want to remember. I thought we owed our thanks to Pittsburgh for all their players. I think we can add Detroit to that list. That's right. No kidding. Love it. Flames trying to get some chances here. 9 minutes left here in the first period in this one. Thank you all again for coming to hang out with me tonight. Any more questions we got in the chat, let me know. Or if you want to straight up bully me, I'm also okay with that. It's going to be a long night. I'm going to butcher a lot of things tonight, and I can't wait for it. Coach Rob Wiley? I'm going to say Wiley because he's got an E at the end, but correct me if I'm wrong. What's going on, Coach? Appreciate you joining us. Welcome to the stream. I think you might be a newcomer, so thank you for tagging along with us. 8 minutes left here. 1-0. They're getting a chance here. Forbin in front. He's going to get denied by Vladar. Vladar getting tested early. Despite being screened on the one goal, I think Vladar has actually been okay so far. I've liked what I've seen from him so far. As that's going to be another penalty coming. It's going to go to Michael Backlund, and he's going to the box, and it looks like it's going to be for high sticking as the Canucks are going to get another power play coming up here with 8 minutes to go in this first period. Andrew saying that Dylan's doing good again. Absolutely, he is. We've been some busy workhorses the past 2 to 3 weeks or so. We've been kind of getting ready for the season, doing a lot of changes, and acquiring new sponsors such as Gametime. Also, don't forget to check out DraftKings as well, guys. You get $5 when you use code THPN. If you spend $5 to get $200 in bonus bets, please play responsibly. I told Dylan a couple days ago that I put $10 down, and I'm going to be betting some hockey games this year. I'm not a big bettor on my end, but I bet football games because that's what was happening at the time, and I won myself $100 this weekend. Put that towards my credit card. Spent it on absolutely nothing and had to put it towards my credit card. Oh, man. But, and also, too, guys, Gametime is our newest sponsor as well. Make sure to download the app, redeem the code, sign up. Just use an email. Takes 2 seconds. Make sure to redeem the code as well. $20 off on your first purchase. Terms apply. And I will be using that at some point when I book my Flames tickets. I'm very excited. And I don't know about you guys, but I love junior hockey. And I'm excited that's kind of getting going this year as well too. So you can use it for a lot. And had some friends also use it for some concerts coming up too. And yeah, make sure you check it out. Love to see it. Should come on our show again soon. I would absolutely love to. We got to do that again. Make sure you guys also go check out our Armchair GM as well too. They will be live, from my understanding, after the game tonight for post-game coverage. It won't be 12 o'clock Eastern. It won't be midnight on their end. It will be on mine. I'm going to bed right after this. Backlund did go into the box, by the way, for high sticking. 17 seasons for Backlund. It is a bit of longevity for him. You don't realize it until like you see it and you're like, whoa, like he's been playing here for 17 seasons. It's been unbelievable. As a good chance for JT Miller. And it's Vladar again, who shuts the door as Miller gets a good chance, denied by Daniel Vladar. And man, I don't know, but Vladar's so far making his case to get a lot of games this year for the Flames. He's been starting pretty good early, and you know, a lot of people are talking about Dustin Wolf being the guy. This is a man who's been waiting a long time for a chance to fight for the number one position. And as soon as Markstrom went, door opens for him. Chance here again. Patterson. Go over to Hughes. Connor Garland. No, Besser. Sorry. Scores. Brock Besser on the bats. 2 power play goals for the Canucks. Early on in this one, it is 2-0. Listen, I'm just going to have fun this year if the Flames end up losing every game. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that. Favorite football team? I am, unfortunately, a Seattle Seahawks fan. Unfortunately. But that's okay. We'll see how they do this year. Baseball highlights as well, too, or scores for everybody. Dodgers up 5-0, top of the 5th. Yankees got the win. And the Mets move on to the NLCS. So there you go. Anytime, boys. Anytime for a shout-out. I'll do it for anybody. We're just that nice over here. As 11 shots in, I mean, I can't put a lot on this on Vladar right now. Like this PK just has to be better. You already gave him 2 power plays. They already scored 2 goals. You just have to be better on the PK, and you screened him on the first one, and you can't let him do it again. So, yeah, I don't. Ooh, big hit there. My goodness, is they're going to break down the other way here for the Canucks. Hoglander is going to get a chance here if Vladar pokes it away. Eamon battling it into the corner here. Hoglander's going to get a chance. He's going to get a shot. Stopped by Vladar. Mask is off, and they score. Connor Garland, but that is going to get waved off. No shot. No way that's a goal. Nope. That's going to get waved off in a second. No way that should count. No way that should count. No way. That'll get called back. No, they're going to take a look at this because there's no way that can count. Refs are just kind of discussing it right now. But what happened? Vladar's mask fell off, scramble in front. There was enough time that passed. Garland scores on an empty net. Vladar clearly saying, hey, my mask is off. Like, bucket was off already. There's enough time where the ref should have blown a whistle, let it play, and Garland scored. But no, that to me, that should be called off immediately. Not just being a homer here, but just watching the replay here. Shot, mask immediately off. As they're going to make the call here. And it's a goal. I think they're calling it a goal. That doesn't make sense. Now, the only thing I can see is his mask did fall off and then Garland shot it. I don't love it. So he goes, hits it, it's off. I don't like it. You got to challenge that. No, I'm sorry. There's no way. And Vladar's looking right at the ref going, dude, my helmet's not even on. Yeah, they're going to play it. Wow. I'm sorry. That's a bad call. That happens in the playoffs. No, I straight up don't like that. No, I don't like it. So tough start for the Flames early on. They're trying to get some shots here on Sheilofs, but yeah, that's a tough start. It's tough to watch it too, because it's like this Flames team is so good this preseason that you want it to kind of translate it. You know, it might just be one of those nights, but it's like, I don't I'm not blaming. I don't even blame Vladar for that third one. To me, like, okay, so you go Höglander shoots, his mask immediately comes off. Huberdeau's waving for hello, mask is off, and then Garland scores. I hate it. Sorry, guys. I do not like that. No, that's a bad call. Yeah, I don't like it. That's brutal. Brutal. But whatever. Regardless, it's 3-0. And it looks like what's Connor saying? Yeah, Jake DeBrus. There you go. He gets his first point as a Vancouver Canuck. Out of way. Good stuff. Can't wait to see what he's going to do this year, too. We'll see how it goes. But tough start for the boys. Still early on. And yeah. Yeah, that's a little sickening of a goal, to be honest. Don't like it. So, like, to me, like, the stupid part about the whole thing is the ref is right there. It's not like he's far away from the play. He was semi behind the net. Vladar is clearly staring him down afterwards. Huberdeau had his hand up. Don't like it. So, not a fan. Early bad call. And even the stupid part is they had a chance to look at it. And I think what the argument was is that there wasn't enough time to blow the whistle. But the stupid thing is if Vladar got over, right? What happens if it hits him in the head? Like, he still has a chance in making that save. You know what I mean? So, I don't like it. Anderson's going to get a chance. Here's the Flames trying to apply some sort of pressure here near the end of the first. Again, Canucks lead 3-0 here early on. Angus checking in. What's going on, man? Good to see you again. Long time no see. We got another game going on, too, as well. We got the Jets and Oilers, in Edmonton? Oh, my gosh. I think in Edmonton, as another fight's going to break out here, as it looks like Brock Besser is going to go to the box with the Flames. Going to get a chance early on here. Looks like, yeah, they're just hugging and kissing each other, looks like here. But, yeah, Jets lead 2-0 over there with Mason Appleton and Adam Lowry. Two Jets players that have been on that team for a long time. Yeah, we'll talk about it in intermission. And you know what? We'll probably talk about it tomorrow on the show, but yeah, it's not great. That's not a good call. I hate it. Klapka and Myers getting acquainted. Yeah. Is Klapka taller than Myers? Because he's 6'8". He's like 6'8", 235. I think Myers is probably around that height too, if I'm not mistaken. Mantha Salty. Oh, so he goes for roughing. I might have missed that too. I'm missing a lot of penalties tonight. And Vancouver back on the power play. 2 for 2 already on this power play. Man, if it gets to 4, I don't blame Vladar so far, but if it gets to 4, I imagine Wolf kind of comes in to this one. Hey, it's a good sign, though, for the Flames. That this is the type of stuff we're going to see. I mean, I'm all for a top 5 pick. I'm all for trying to get the number 1 pick this year. I just want to have fun if they lose every game this year, and I'm okay with it. I hope this team has fun. And you know what? If they lose competitive games this year, that's okay. Sometimes I hate if they just get blown out just because it's early on. I want it to be a little bit more, but also, too, if for some reason they come back and Connor's still in the chat and Dylan's still in the chat and a lot of Canucks fans are in the chat, you're going to hear it from me, and I'm waking people up for it. Might not happen. Anyway, has got about, 5 minutes left here in the first period. Brutal start for the boys in white and red. So, yeah, Angus checking in here. We got RJ giving us some score updates here. What do we got going on here? We got Avalanche and Golden Knights also playing tonight as well. 1-1 in the first period with Olofsson and Mikko Rantanen starting things off over there. Any predictions? What we think, guys? Where the Golden Knights and the Avalanche kind of finish up this year? Zarbian, 11 o'clock for me as well. You know what? It's 10 to 11 for me too. So it's this could be a late one tonight. Now the question is if it gets really out of hand, and there's like 10 minutes left in the third period, and it's like 5-6-0, I might call it early. I might be one of those guys because I don't know about you, but like I got to be up early tomorrow, and if I can just get a little bit of extra sleep, fantastic. Oh, goodness. Man. Glad to see everybody back, though. I mean, we got kind of the usual characters. We got some new characters in the chat here. So, uh, yeah, anybody who's new, make sure to comment. Would love to meet you. Love to see where you're from. Any questions you got, too, let me know. As it could be a long night, but another delayed penalty coming to Calgary here. 22 seconds left on the power play, and Ryan Huska is not happy as it's going to be Ryan Lomberg, it looks like, going to the box as no, my mistake. Martin Pospisil going in 5-on-3 power play for 22 seconds. Anderson trying to make his case, but it's a struggle to watch because it's just stupid penalties out of all of a sudden coming out of nowhere. This is going to be the Canucks' fourth power play in this period. And it's just like, that's a tough watch, man. 2-man advantage, too. Like, that's early on. 4 penalties in the first period. Like, it's just something you don't want to see. Not great. Canucks getting set up here as 2-man advantages just coming in here with 5 seconds to go here. Miller's going to get a chance, blocked by Anderson. Trying to get another chance here. Hughes across. Can't find room. Miller loses it. Mantha's going to get it. Mantha's going to get a chance here. He's going on a breakaway. Mantha alone. Scores. Anthony Mantha, the salty man, out of the box. And the Flames find a way shorthanded onto the board. And we're not done yet, folks. It's 3-1. Anthony Mantha out of the box, pickpockets Quinn Hughes a little bit, takes it the other way. And it's Mantha right out of the box. And the Flames find their way onto the board. My first goal prediction completely wrong already. I had Kuzmenko, and it's going to be Mantha who beats Sheloff's 5-hole. And a much-needed goal for the Flames. They needed that. Going into the dressing room down 2. Still with 4 minutes to play. Love to see it. We love to see it. It's pretty quiet. Looking in the chats, it's a little quiet. Little quiet with some Canucks fans here. Just a little quiet. It's early. Still way too early. It's all good. I have shit to do also, so I shouldn't be up till the game ends, but I will be. I'm in the exact same boat, ladies and gentlemen. I am in the exact same boat as you. Angus in St. Louis. What is Angus doing in St. Louis, of all places? Middle of America. Florida or Toronto. Angus checking in somewhere too. Hopefully not Florida. Again, we're thinking of those guys with the hurricane probably passing around this time, maybe in a bit as well. So hopefully that can, hopefully everybody's safe down there too. We hope everybody's good. Hope to see Richard again. He stirred this THPN in circles. He absolutely did. And him and Jimmy did a fantastic job tonight. And hope you guys check them out early on here. As power play coming to an end here with about 15 seconds to go here and just under 3 minutes to go as Miller gets things set up again here. Goes back to the point with Quinn Hughes. Hughes is going to get a chance. Shot goes wide. Goes back to Miller trying to set things up again. Right back to Quinn Hughes, over to Miller. Miller, chance in front, scores. Brutal. That is going to be Brock Besser. And I think that's his second of the night. 4 goals in the first period. And the Canucks are all over the Flames early on. It's 4-1. Jeez Louise. Man, brutal start. Listen, I knew the Flames are going to be bad this year, but this is just a rough start. It's a great pass. It's a great feed. Right to Besser in front of the net. Right through Anderson's feet, man. Yeah, that's a tough look as Besser. This Canucks team rolling early on, man. You got to give credit. They're taking advantage of these opportunities, man. They're up 4-1. 4-1, no. Not the safest lead. Not always the safest lead. Yeah, but again, hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream earlier on. We got 2 more going on tomorrow night. Maybe I can try to pull that up for you guys as well. Maybe they are. Who knows? Kuzmenko's trying to get a chance early on here. He's stopped by Sheloffs. Shots are 14-5 with 2 minutes to go here in this first period. And Yeah, if you're a Canucks fan, it's just continuing from last season, man. And you might make the case that this team, it's gonna be the same type of year that you saw last year, and that's good news for them. Puck goes down for icing as again, just under 2 minutes to go here in this first period. Again, ladies and gentlemen, sponsored this stream tonight by DraftKings and Gametime. Make sure to go sign up for us if you can, and if you want, you can bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets. And again, please play responsibly. Go get some tickets while you're at it. Gonna go see some games this year. You can download the Gametime app also as well. Create an account with us. Just redeem the code. That's all you got to do. First purchase is $20 off. Always a good thing too. Terms apply. And again, make sure to go check it out and go see some games this year, guys. Just for me. Minute 30 left here in the first. Canucks getting more chances early on here on Vladar. I wonder if Wolf. I know I said 4 goals earlier on, but it's still somewhat of a game. I don't want Vladar out because I don't want to ruin his confidence just yet. If it gets more uglier, then maybe you change things. There's another chance it's going to be Vladar again. It's wide as all of a sudden a fight's breaking out here. It's going to be Miller and Anthony Mantha, who have been jawing at each other all period long. And both guys getting some good shots in. Mantha just swinging a miss. Pretty even fight, mostly, on that one, I say. You're such a liar. No way. Mantha missed a swing and fell down. Miller didn't win that. No, thank you. No, thank you. Nice try, Dylan. No way. So they go, they drop him. He missed a swing and he fell. He fell on his own. Dylan's smoking the good stuff tonight, ladies and gentlemen. He's smoking the good stuff tonight. Mantha. Yeah, no, Mantha fighting is interesting. Interesting to see, hey, it's a good start for him, man. Gets a goal early on. We'll see how it goes, man. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully, that if we end up trading him at the deadline, he's good up till that point and get some decent value out of him. RJ being the amazing man that he is, we got a 9-game schedule tomorrow. We got 2 of these games that we'll be doing live streaming for. We got Utah and the Islanders up on tap. I'm going to pull up the schedule on our end, actually. I'm just curious. I saw in the schedule that we have 2 games. We do. So we have Utah and the Islanders tomorrow. Our good buddy Grant's going to be doing that at 7:30. We also have the Blue Jackets and the Wild from our guys at Jake and Jackets. That game will be on at 8 o'clock. So we will be simultaneously tomorrow night. As my thing just froze, but we're back. Not considering the takedown. Okay. They both had some decent punches in there, okay? It's the full fight. It's not the little ones in between. You got to go all the way to the end. He's going to rip me a new one for this at intermission, I'm telling you, if he comes on. Last time when Jimmy was live, I must spoke that you are running this podcast. Podcast, same thing. Yeah, I started a new show recently. Did it 2 weeks ago, and we'll get an episode out for us tomorrow for everybody, and hopefully you guys can listen to it. Showing a vigil as well too. They just had a moment of silence before the game tonight, guys, with the Gaudreau brothers. Obviously, hearts and thoughts and prayers go out to that entire family. We will be doing the live games this year for both when the Flames and the Blue Jackets play. As Michael Backlund, pretty emotional before the game started tonight, and understandably so. Best first period in an open game by far this season. Everything has happened, and we're not even at first intermission yet. Fair. But also too, is that the best that we're going to see tonight from this team? Might see more goals. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Andrew, any thoughts on Utah? I'm so glad you brought that up. If you guys saw the highlights or if you saw the game yesterday, it looked like a playoff game. It was rocking in that building. As 2-on-1 here for the Canucks, they're going to get another chance here. Man, this defense is just falling apart for Calgary tonight. Puck goes high. Vladar catches it and covers it up with 32 seconds to go. We'll see. I don't know, man. There's I think the problem is in the West. I think you can make a case for 6 to 7 teams in the Central to make the playoffs. In my early season prediction, I had 3 teams in the Pacific make it. I just think that, man, it's, you know what? They brought Edmonton farther than I thought last year. I thought Edmonton was going to walk these guys over. And, in game 7, they still showed up. So whatever, they still got the job done. But I think if you're Vancouver, the understanding is that you imagine that Vancouver and Edmonton are going to be top 3 in this division this year. If you're going to make it through to the Western Final, you got to get through one another again. And I think that you could make a strong case that could happen again this year. So see what happens. Thanks for the Elias Lindholm trade though last year. Really appreciate it. We turned Elias Lindholm that you guys had for a couple of months into 6 players, I think. Thank you. That's all I'm going to say. More than capable of at least making a conference final if we play this way. Okay. You're playing a bottom 5 team already, guys. Let's pump the brakes a little bit. Let's pump the brakes here. Hold on. As first period coming to an end and an eventful one as the Canucks lead it 4-1 heading into the break. Connor's saying, though, that kind of play would be too much for Edmonton's defense. We'll see, man. It's a long season. We're only 1 period in. Long way to go. But a good one so far. We're hitting the intermission here. And, man, did not expect that one. We could be in for a long one tonight, boys. Oh, my goodness. We're in for a long one. But, listen, I need to go to the bathroom. And we will come back. Make sure to get some comments in below. Get some questions ready for me. We'll talk about it at the break. But make sure to stick around. And we will be back in... I might let this commercial run for twice. So if it runs twice, I apologize. We'll be back.
Whether you're looking for courtside or upper deck, opening day or opening night, comedy or concerts. With Gametime Picks, we make buying tickets easy by serving up only the best deals on sports, music, and shows.
What time is it?
It's game time. Whether you're looking for courtside or upper deck, opening day or opening night, comedy or concerts. With Gametime Picks, we make buying tickets easy by serving up only the best deals on sports, music, and shows.
What time is it?
It's game time.
What a period.
Why are you here? Why are you here? Oh, see, look what you did. Now you screwed up my overlays. The second
I didn't click anything. I didn't click anything.
I don't believe you. I don't believe
It
you.
must be a Calgary thing screwing up in the first
You're
period.
funny. You're hilarious.
I swear to
You
God,
have to admit though.
I didn't click anything, but go ahead.
That third goal, come on.
Yeah, that was interesting. You know, if I was a Calgary Flames fan, I'd probably be pissed off about that. And you have every right to be pissed about that. But let's be honest, the way the Flames played that period, they were going to get scored on either way. I mean, it was bound to happen. We saw it happen 4 times in that first period. You know, Vladar, I feel bad for the guy because at the start of the period, I was like, you know what? He's hanging on. But now there's 4 let in the first period. And I don't know if I would say it's his fault. But, man, 4 goals doesn't look good.
I don't think it was his fault, to be honest.
No.
I thought the defense was terrible. And, like, he gave up 4 penalties in the first period. I mean, like, you're not even really into the game at that point.
No, and I mean, if you look at that, what was it, the Brock Besser goal, I think it was the 4th goal. Kevin
Which
Ball.
one?
Yeah, exactly. Kevin Ball just kind of let Besser in the inside, and it was an easy tap in for him. You know, where's the defense there? Where's the structure? I just didn't see it. And honestly, for a team like the Flames this year, that's kind of concerning. Like, if they're going to have any chance of pulling out some wins this year, they need good structured defense. They can't play like they played in that first period.
I'm honestly okay if they don't pull out any wins this year. I think we're all pretty happy with
true.
it.
You know, at this point, you might as well tank it, get a nice top 3 pick, but still, that was not.
Well, that's
not
what
a
I said,
great
like, too, because, like, well, so when we sent Monahan, we sent that first round pick. Like, if we're mucky middle again, we're not getting a pick this year. Montreal has taken our pick.
Right.
So we have to be like bottom 10. So we have to be bad.
Oh, man. And, that's, I mean, as a Vancouver Canucks fan, we've seen it for the last 8 years, kind of being in that mushy middle doesn't work. And, even if you get, a top 5, top 6 pick, not all of them work. I'm not saying that, Craig Conroy is a Jim Benning. I think with the top 5 or top 6 pick, the Flames will be okay. They're not going to pick up a Ulevi or Vertanen. But yeah, being in that mushy middle, it just doesn't get you anywhere.
No. Man, DeBrus, though, he fits like a glove so far for this team.
DeBrus looks good. I like that addition. I like some of the bottom end additions too. Kiefer Sherwood looked really good that period. Daniel Sprong had a goal. It was a screen goal, but it was a nice shot though.
Whatever.
I could see where he kind of lacks in speed a little bit, but anyways, he has that nice shot. And then you have Vincent Desharnais on the back end, bring some size, bring some grit. Can kind of stand next to Mantha, and they're almost the same height because that guy's a fucking beast too. But yeah, no, I've liked the addition so far. It's obviously early days, we're 1 period in, but it looks good.
It's like artwork to watching that power play, and like Quinn Hughes being the quarterback of that power play. It's like, man, like he's got it. He's the best in the league when it comes to that.
I agree. I mean, the power play is looking really good. You got JT Miller in that bumper spot, and then you have guys like Brock Besser that maybe he wasn't willing to do these things early in his career, but now we're seeing Brock Besser go in the front of the net, getting those dirty goals, getting those goals 2 feet from the net. And, like I said, some bad defensive play from Ball there, but he was able to get on the inside, and that's how you're going to score goals on the power play.
And then on the other end, like, Sheloffs has looked pretty comfortable so far. Is it worrisome? Yeah, he's looked good. Like, is it worrisome, like, if he gets on a heater, in these next, I don't know how long Demko's out for, a couple weeks, month or 2, whatever.
Well, that's a big question mark. Nobody really knows.
Right. And so if let's call it worst case scenario, and he's out for, I don't know, till the new year, let's just say, and Sheloffs has been on a heater, and this is the best team in the league, like, where does Demko come to the picture here? Like, if he comes back and he isn't adjusted to this, like, lineup right away, that's Sheloffs' net.
Well, I mean, in a way, yes, but that's kind of the perfect situation because I think Demko coming back from this injury, I mean, he's not going to be the Thatcher Demko that we know in the first let's say 10 games or so. So if you can really ease Demko back into things, and then from that point, if Seelovs is still playing really well, you have a 1A, 1B situation where they're kind of splitting the games. And we've seen that work for other teams, and it works out really well. And if that means Demko's healthy and he slowly gets into things rather than rushing him, and then he gets hurt again, man, then your long-term predictions are down the tubes.
And you're still okay too. Like they signed Lankinen too, and like he's not. I don't think he's a third string goaltender, really. Like I think he's just there. Like if somebody else gets injured, he's right there to back up. And I still think he's a backup goaltender in the league too. So it's kind of nice that you have that 3 trio there.
I mean, it is slightly concerning still, though. I mean, once we get into game 25, 30, Shelovs and Lankinen, I mean, are they going to be able to keep it up? I mean, they have a good defense in front of them, so they're going to get every chance to play well. But this team, this Vancouver Canucks team that we're seeing, they got the results that they got last year because they had great goaltending. That wasn't the only reason, but that's a huge factor to it. So, Seelovs, he has to be above average, for them to really have a chance at winning every single game.
Is there one area that you want to see improvement from that? Like, obviously, it was a great year last year, making the playoffs, going on that bit of a run there. Like, is there an improvement that you want to see from this team that we kind of watched last year at all in some certain area?
I mean, I think you can look at maybe individual players. I mean, I think if you look at the special teams, the Canucks really improved on the previous season. So that looked really good. So far, the power play, that's looked really good. The penalty kill has been great as well. Their offense, they're scoring a lot of goals. So as far as aspects of the game, I think they're playing pretty well. But, the Canucks want to see a guy like Elias Pettersson really step into that number one center role. Not like this is a good center and he can put up points. No, we need this guy to lead the team like Quinn Hughes is doing. Quinn Hughes controls the entire ice when he has the puck. Yep. And Pettersson has that ability too. I just think there was maybe shaky confidence last year, maybe something physical as well. I hope that he's kind of gotten over that hurdle this year. But I think Pettersson is probably a big piece of that. And, the defense too. I look at the defense, a lot of new names. If there's an injury or two, are the Julesons of the world and these other AHL guys going to be able to step up and keep up with the play? I'm not sure, but that's going to be an interesting one to see how it plays out. We had Zadorov last year, and that was the best the guys ever played. And, a lot of our playoff success came because of Zadorov playing that well. Now we have Desharnais, who's kind of taken his spot. I don't know how he's going to play, but, we'll have to wait and see.
It's early, right? It's a lot of overreactions too early on, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, everybody's just so pumped, right, for the season. It's like every little thing you grab onto.
And now you see like Zadorov the other day, like kind of what he did against Florida. Like he wasn't looking. He just got danced around by everybody. It looked like.
Well, yeah, Zadorov, he can have a bad game or two and a bad look or two in games for sure. But here's the thing with Zadorov though, when he makes a big play, it's a big play, and that's kind of what defines Zadorov. You kind of after he makes that big play, you can kind of like push that other stuff to the side,
Yeah. Yeah, I was. They're just showing the replay of the that hit on Rooney. Like it was a clean hit. I just thought brutal. Man, it looked like his head against the boards, right? Like how he whacked his head against the boards there. Or?
It was like a whiplash against the boards almost. Like, and the thing with that hit, it's like I can't even give much credit to JT Miller for laying a good hit because that's where his momentum was already going. It was kind of like they almost ran into each other at the end of the day. So, I get the Flames. I get the Flames sticking up for the guy and everything, but I got to be honest. Like at a certain point, like with Anthony Mantha, like all you're doing now is drawing a penalty or causing a penalty. And especially against a team like Vancouver with a good power play, you can't give them that opportunity.
And it led to a goal too.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, like that's the dumb part, right? Like they were taking stupid penalties early on, and right away they turn over to goals. So like, I don't know. Like in my eyes, like trying to find the better side of this. I don't see this as like yeah, they dominated the period, but just some of the goals I look back on, it's like, okay, I think with whatever Vladar's mask going off, I think it should be 3-1 at the very least here. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But
Yeah, that's
again,
fair.
like they totally dominated the period, and just defensively, like they just weren't helping them really. And you're right, like they can't play that. The Flames can't play that sort of system that they have in place right now, and it's a little disheartening to see, like, especially closer to the end of the preseason, like when they were playing really well. And it's not like they were playing like a bunch of nobodies. Like they were playing a lot of guys that were, like in Winnipeg, for example, the guys who were top 3, top 6 forwards, and they were able to kind of hold their own. So it is a little disheartening to kind of see this already. And yeah, it's not a great look, and he just kind of looks like a scapegoat right now, for this team, for Vladar and them. I don't know, it just sucks right now, just kind of see that that's happening to him.
No, it's tough. And, for this Calgary Flames team, I mean, this is new territory. They've shed so many good players over the last couple of years, and now you're kind of looking at a bare bones roster with some good players. There's some good players on the Calgary Flames. The problem is when you strip down the roster like this, guys that should be on the second line or on the first line, and then they're getting those tough matchups, and it's even tougher. And those guys that should be on the third line, they might be up on the second line, and it just snowballs from there.
And they're gonna feast. They're just gonna feast.
Well, and that's what I'm saying.
I
I think if the Flames want a chance of winning any games, and I don't know if they want to win any games, to be honest, with the whole draft situation, but they're going to have to be disciplined, and they're going to have to play good defense, because their offense, it's not going to beat any team. Let's be honest here. So they're going to have to play.
And we kind of, and we knew this going into, like, defense. It was going to be a very defensive team, and this is a team that's just not going to score a lot of goals, because they don't have those kind of pure goal scorers on this team, right? Not a lot of guys who can dig in front of the net, like you're seeing from Besser. Like, nobody who can. Well, I mean, it's tough to find a guy moving around like Quinn Hughes, unless you want to compare it to Cale Makar a little bit, right? But yeah, like it's gonna be a lot of low scoring wins this year for this team, and I just feel bad, because it's like, as a fan, like, you don't want to stick Wolf now into this kind of situation and let him lose his confidence all of a sudden, right? So, maybe you throw this Devin Cooley guy in. Vladar might get a lot of games this year. Who knows, right? But
well, I mean, hey, look at the San Jose Sharks, right? They acquired Askarov, and they sent him down to the AHL, because they're like, there's no point of putting this guy up with a squad that's basically an AHL defense, and he's going to get peppered, and confidence is going to go down. Like, the mental game is such a huge part of being a goaltender. You really don't want to mess with that with the guy that's in his early 20s.
I think he also had an injury, I was reading too.
Right, that might be part of it, but I still think it's a smart move. They'll probably bring him up during the season for some games here and there, but yeah, I mean, let the guys build some confidence. And for the Flames this year too, I think it's going to be more about watching some of the young guys, seeing the progress that they make. That's really what you're looking for in these rebuilding kind of years.
Yeah.
So, hopefully some young guys can really make a step forward.
Yeah, it's gonna be a young guy type of year. Are you going to a game soon? Going to a Canucks game anytime soon?
I don't have any lined up, but when I do, I'm going to be using the Gametime app and using promo code THPN. How about that?
That's a nice RBI single.
Hey, by the way, I see we got a comment here from Nate saying, "What WTF is going on, boys? Miss you guys. Going to be a tough season for Calgary this year, but it's all for the better future." Yeah, I mean, good to see you, buddy. First of all, it's been a while. Great to see you. OG of the Hockey Podcast Network. But yeah, it's gonna be a tough year for Calgary.
I'm just gonna have fun.
As a Canucks fan, I mean, I can't feel that bad. We've gone through basically a decade of tough hockey, so let some other Canadian teams have it.
Why would you? Yeah, I don't blame you. You're in your era now. Like, we've just switched roles now.
Yeah, sorry, you froze there a little bit. I think I'm back now. But yeah, I mean, this is one of the years for the Canucks. Like, I don't know how long this window is going to be open for, So every year that your window is open, you got to go for it 100% because you never know when it's going to
Totally.
close on you all of a sudden.
I got a feeling like if they're going to go for it and you see the results that you did last year, and if it starts to continue, especially going into the start of the first 2 or 3 months, you got to go all in because you don't get these opportunities often.
Exactly. I
So,
mean, look at
we got a game.
Oh, we
back
have a game going on. All right, I'm gonna peace out. Watch a bit of the game.
All good.
I might come back during the second intermission if there's anything real spicy. If it's like 9-1, I'll 100% come back for the second
Oh, you
intermission.
can, but I said if it's gonna be like that, I'm gone after like 10 minutes in the third.
Hey, fair enough. At that point, it's it's like an NHL team against an AHL squad.
All right, go have fun.
No comment to the AHL comment. I love it. All right, see you later, buddy.
Nope. Nope. I heard enough.
See ya.
All right, talk to you soon, man. Later. Oh man. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Man. I didn't even want to respond to that comment. That wasn't happening. We're back though. Man, I'm sorry. I've been missing a lot of the comments in here, guys. We were just having some good banter back and forth here. So I thought I'd kind of go up a little bit. You know what? That's a lot of comments. I'm gonna stick to the bottom. We'll stick to the bottom for now. Let's see what happens. But yeah, I mean, if if they get off to a good start, there's a lot of question marks with a lot of teams in the West this year too. And if you are Vancouver, like you got to go all in at some point. You want to go after a guy who, maybe has a year left in his contract, like a lot of teams do, and just say, screw it. Like we got to go for it here. But I think, and Dylan mentioned it, the key for this team, for the Canucks going into later this season and closer to the playoffs, if that's the kind of trajectory that they're going to go. We kind of saw it in the playoffs last year with Pettersson, right? He mentioned it during our talk. He's got to step up. He's got to be what they signed him for almost, right? So I hope that's the case. And, I think it makes this trade deadline more and more interesting, like kind of being in that upper echelon. You got to imagine that Benning is thinking, we got to go all in here with this team. Man, speaking of the Oilers, though, before the Jets are just pounding on these guys right now. 5-0. Talk about a Game 7 Stanley Cup hangover where you didn't even win it and you're down 5-0 already as the Jets are just taking it to the Edmonton Oilers early on. My goodness. Absolutely brutal. And he's also got the Golden Knights currently up 3-1 in their game as well. Yeah, you know what? It's part of the gig. It's part of the gig, man. I'm okay with it. I'm all good with it, man. Dodgers winning 5-0 in San Diego. Ooh, brutal. I think that'll go 5 games, if I'm not mistaken. 2 minutes in here into the second period, and God, I love hockey being back. I'm so happy that it's back. Gives me a reason to stay up a little bit later now on some weeknights. But yeah, it's part of the gig. I'm going to get that all year. You're probably Dylan picking on me with this team, but who knows? I always like our chances playing at home. I like when our team plays at home a little bit. It gives us somewhat of a chance. But next game for the Flames will be at home Saturday night. Will be their home opener. Shocking, though, that the Oilers are just getting their brakes beaten in right now. 5-0 to the Jets. And, man, it's not like it's a hurt team, man. This is the brand new year. It's brutal. Unbelievable, man. Can't lose without you guys. Well, it's 2 peas in a pod, man. We try to make it work here. We really do. All right. What's happening? I feel like I gotta pay attention. I keep losing out here at some point. I keep unfocusing from the game. Oh man, only 15 shots. This is gonna be a fun episode tomorrow. It's not like I'm even gonna be mad, I think, when I'm on with Neil. It's gonna be like Well, it might be this type of year, man. We'll have some notes. I'll see what we can include, man, but it might not be much. Besser's got 8 goals in 6 career season openers. Good for him, man. I think what shocks me about this Canucks team is how good they are. Like, their bottom 6 kind of surprises me a little bit, like, in terms of those guys, like, stepping up a little bit. So, good for him, though. Yeah, so Ottawa. Linus Ullmark, 4 years at $8.25 million. The best part about this was that when Swayman signed his contract, it was 8 years at $8.25 as well. I don't know if that has any meaning towards it, but it's pretty funny. Kraken signed Joey Daccord to a 5-year, $5 million contract. He played one good game, and they trust him. So that's a tough one if you're a Sens fan, but I guess it doesn't really matter because now you kind of got all mark, but we'll see how Daccord does. But congrats to a good contract there. Oh my goodness. Nothing kind of happened here so far as Flames going to get a little bit of a chance here. You know, I got to say, like, you know, if you're Ryan Husker for this team right now, like, you probably went in that locker room saying, you know what, like, it happened. There's nothing you can do about it. You just got to move on. And they got to kind of just treat this period as just a clean slate. You know, like, it is what it is. They got to provide a little bit more help to them. They're going to go back to the drawing board at some point this week and say, look, like, this can't happen all year, guys. We can lose some games, but I don't want it to be that bad. You know what I mean? Seeing, like, I would even make the argument that I think if Wolf was in tonight, it would be worse. So, and Dylan did make a good point too. Like, if he, you know, if it's really, really bad this year, I don't want Wolf's confidence to plummet. You know, if anything, I want Dustin Wolf to be playing games against bottom tier teams. And you know what? For Daniel Vladar, like, you've been in a lot of these situations before. You might have to be our guy up against teams like Vancouver, a teams like in Edmonton, a team like, I don't know, when you go on the road to play the Rangers or something like that. Because you don't want to hurt Wolf's confidence, right? And you want him to still play some meaningful games. And mind you, like, he's going to get the odd game here and there with some tough opponents. But, you know, Dylan said it perfectly with that Askarov take earlier on where, you know, they stick him down and part of it was an injury. But yeah, I mean, you gotta take care of your players. You got to take care of your guys a little bit and make sure their confidence is still there. And if you're wondering, I got my feet up against the wall because it's the only thing I can lean on right now. All right. Kind of a quiet start. 5 minutes into the second period here. A little bit of a quiet start here. Pack building in Vancouver tonight here for this one. As, again, 15 minutes to go here in this second period. Vancouver's not recorded a shot on goal. There's only been one shot so far this period, and it is by your Calgary Flames. Armchair GM boys saying you can't shelter Wolfie if you only play him against shit teams. He will see that. He's not stupid. Well, okay. I wasn't saying all the shit teams. I'm saying, like, you know, okay, of course he's going to get the games, like, against, you know, some better teams, and Lomberg just getting destroyed in front of the net. Holy crap. Desharnais just beating the brakes off of him. Yeah, no, I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying I think maybe it's the right decision going forward. If this is the type of stuff we're going to see, maybe Vladar is going to get a lot more of these games. You just want to ease Wolf now more and more and more as the season goes on. But what do I know? All right. So with that Desharnais takedown on Lomberg, he's actually going to go in the box. What looks to be for interference. And all of a sudden, the Flames are going to get a bit of a power play here. 5 minutes into this second period, the Flames are going to get a chance here. So they'll have Kadri out there, Connor Zary. They're going to get Kuzmenko out there. Looks like Uyghur on the back end, and it looks like Jonathan Huberdeau as well. Here we go. So the 0 for 1 already on this power play tonight, and the Canucks get it down on the ice right away. Man, it's going to be interesting to see the different type of lines too they shuffle with this team this year. No idea what it's going to look like for this team, but Yeah, the power play is not going to be a great one because you watch when Quinn Hughes, that when he commands on the power play, it just looks like every single time he touches the puck, he is in control. Like he's the man controlling the ice, and he's the man dictating the play, where it needs to go, how it needs to get done, and it's one of the reasons why he's the best in the league, and on the cover of NHL 25, which I've not played yet. Huberdeau's going to get a chance. Rebound in front. Zari can't get a shot off. Rebound shot goes wide. And the puck goes all the way down the ice as Zari tries to get there. Puck goes all the way down. Flames regroup here with a minute to go on this power play. First line changes. They're going to break out this second line here. It's going to look like Mikael Backlund and Anthony Mantha and co as well. Trying to keep it in. They can't. They go right back down the other way here as Mantha scoops it up here with 42 seconds to go. Goodness gracious. Armchair checking back in again here. I just feel Wolf will be upset if we are getting beat against bad teams, and he's always benched. You know what? I think, listen, we can say this, we can say that, and we can put it different scenarios and all that. It's just going to go day by day here. We're just going to see how these guys do day by day. And it's okay. You healthy, you good to go. Okay, let's go. Right. Like, I don't think there's going to be any, psychological type decisions maybe with this team going forward. Vladar looked good this preseason, not really showing its true colors tonight, but he looked good early on in preseason. Wolfie's going to get a chance to play Saturday night. Vladar will play Sunday. It's going to be one of those back and forth type things. You might get 2 games in a row. You might get 2 games in a row. Okay, we're going to do back and forth type nights. It's just going to be a lot of things all over the place, and they're probably going to play the same equal amount of games, but we'll see. Who knows? Also, if you guys want to join too, from our boys from Armchair, you know where I am. So I'm just sitting here chilling, and if you guys want to come hang out, I'm here for it. As Vancouver getting some chances here. So the power play is over 0 for 2 and 2 shots on goal for the Flames there. They did have a good chance earlier on in that power play, but absolutely nothing comes of it. Icing on the play. Man, did not expect the way this game is going so far, folks. I was kind of hoping it would be a little bit closer. And not going to lie, the energy drink from earlier is definitely wearing off a little bit. Oh my God, 11:30 on my end, and we're not even halfway through. We're going to be okay. We're going to make it. You guys are helping me make it through, though. So we're going to have fun this season. It'll be good, though. For me, we make a big schedule for guys who want to sign up. And the nice part is we did get a lot of people signing up this year for some YouTube live watch-alongs, live watch-alongs in general. And Canucks get a chance there. Vladar, good save. Love to see it. Yeah, we got a lot of games coming up for you guys. A lot of live streams coming your way. We got, again, Utah and the Islanders tomorrow night. We got Blue Jackets Wild tomorrow night as well. We got Islanders Stars coming up on the 12th. I think that's a Saturday. Red Wings Rangers around the corner. My next game is all the way until October 22nd, where we will be at home against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Tomorrow night, Leafs are in New Jersey as Stolarz is going to get a chance again, it looks like, against Jake Allen. Again, Leafs did not have a successful night. Listen, you think we're having a bad night? I think the Leafs are having a worse night. Come on, you lose 1-0 to the Montreal Canadiens. I think we're having it a little bit better. At least we scored. All right. Question for the comments. I shouldn't say we, I rake on the Leafs. Get it? Rake on the Leafs. A lot throughout my lifetime. Where do we see this team end up by the time this is all said and done? I saw a lot of predictions from a lot of top analysts that they had this team, this Leafs team, finish at the very least in the Eastern Conference Final. I don't believe it. I don't believe it at all. And sucks that Wool's out for them to start, but I'm just kind of curious. Where do you guys see the Leafs kind of finishing up this year so that I can call you out for it? Please and thank you. Flames player, undisclosed injury. I think they're talking about Rooney from that hit earlier. If I'm not mistaken, he had a concussion. I think he's probably getting evaluated for concussion. I don't know if there was any updates on it. Yeah, he's being evaluated after taking a hard hit. I don't know what that could be like, to be honest, guys. But you're right, it's probably undisclosed. So, who knows? What do I know? Leafs will finish third in the division and will yet again fall in the first round. They're an inescapable hell. Third is interesting. Florida looks like a wagon still. I don't know, man. Like, there's always, like, we saw it last year where Vancouver was that surprise team. I feel like there's going to be a surprise team this year and it's going to come out of the East. I don't know why. I don't know who it's going to be. I don't know if you guys have thoughts. Maybe an Eastern team that could be a surprise team this year. You might be right. You might be right. Florida will tear up the division and expect a resurgent Tampa Bay and Detroit. I keep forgetting that Jake Gensel is now a member of the Lightning, who signed a big deal recently. If we can't forget about that. Detroit, I don't know what moves they made outside of Vladimir Tarasenko. I don't know if it's going to be enough. I really don't know if it's going to be enough. We'll see. Yeah, wonder who's surprised. There's always one, right? There's always a surprise team every single year, and I don't know who it's going to be. If I had to guess, I would maybe say Utah in the West, and in the East, yeah, maybe you could say Detroit. I could see it. I don't see like a team like Ottawa making the playoffs this year. I don't know. I don't think they have enough. It'll be hey, maybe goaltending just helps now with Linus Ullmark, but let me know what you guys think. See if you think of maybe a surprise team in the East that I'm not thinking of. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Gensel will be a massive boost for them, I feel. It's going to help Kucherov. He's going to like that. Curious to see, like, with the replacement of Stamkos now with Jake Gensel. We'll see what that does. Connor, you think this is happening again? Vancouver will be 5th place with first round out. So in my predictions, I only have 3 teams in the Pacific making it. I have, what is it? Swap out LA for Vegas, and then I have Vancouver and Edmonton, whatever order you want to pick. Those are my top 3. But I think that Central Division is so good this year. I really do. I think that Central Division is really, really good. And I can easily see 5 teams in that Central being in. And I think whoever ends up with the wild card teams, it's not going to be a cakewalk. It will not be a cakewalk this year, because you could easily have, like, let's take 4 teams, for example, in the Central, right? You got Dallas, you got Winnipeg, who's just beating the brakes off of Edmonton right now. You got Colorado, who's struggling early on against Vegas. And you got, what else? Nashville, who made some big acquisitions this offseason. Minnesota, they can hang around. They can hang around with anybody. They almost made the playoffs last year, so they can kind of hang around. Back and getting a chance on net here. He's turned aside. Shots are starting to come up a little bit for the Flames here, halfway through the second period. You can make a lot of cases for a lot of teams in the Central. You really can. Have a good night, Andrew. I'm going to be up for a bit. Have a good night, man. 5th in the league standings, more accurate. Yeah, I could see Canucks finishing top 5 this year. But, you know, man, it's all about playoffs, man. It's all about playoffs. If Vancouver ends up running into Nashville again, I'd be a little worried for Vancouver. I would. I think Nashville took them to the brink. I think they struggled in goal scoring. I think they fixed that a little bit now with Marchessault and Stamkos. They might fix it again come deadline time. And that's the thing too, right? Like, because there were so many moves that were made in the deadline last season, the same thing's going to happen again this year. Kuzmenko shot goes wide here. Flames get a good opportunity there. I'd like to see Calgary score 1 goal, by the way, before the period ends. yeah, a lot of teams are going to change come deadline time, and you don't know who's available and who's not until you get closer to. So, and again, what do I know? Icing coming back the other way here. 9:49 to go here in this second period. Right now, they only have Oilers as main competitors. Knights are a bit off, and LA are off. Yeah, I don't have LA off. I have them completely missing out. I do not have them making it. You got the Flames, Sharks, Ducks, and Kraken. Yeah, so that's what I mean. Like the Pacific Division is that weak that I think three teams make that. They take up those spots in the Pacific. Here's the problem, though. I think the better path, if you're in the Pacific Division, the better path is to not finish first in that division. And whatever, you got to make the playoffs, you win the division, great. You get home ice advantage at least for the first 2 rounds. Got it. But my worry is that I believe that whatever wildcard team you might end up with, it might be a tough competition, and it might be tougher than if you finish second or third in that division. You have to play each other in the first round. I would make the argument that the wildcard teams might be better competition. I don't know. We'll just have to see how the season goes. But again, just my 2 cents. Golden Knights up 4-2 now, more than halfway through the second period now. Is Colorado with more shots, but again, man, 4 goals on 14 shots. Goaltending is going to be an issue this year for Colorado. I can legit see the Ducks being better than us this year. Yeah, I can also see them being really bad. I think the Sharks are going to be okay this year. I think they could probably beat us in a couple of games, to be honest. Yeah, you might be right. Maybe. Be curious to see what happens with John Gibson coming up. Because he's been rumored for a long time to be dealt. And it still hasn't happened. I don't think a lot of people like that contract, though. So, commercial break coming in progress, guys. Nothing crazy happening so far in the second period. Good battles back and forth as we are here hanging out for opening night for both the Flames and the Canucks here. And we're so thankful to have everybody kind of hanging out with us tonight. I do agree. I relish the competitive nature of the Nashville series. It was a great series, though, regardless. I thought it was one of the better series, though, in the first round. Hoping for more of that this year, but I just want to watch some good games this year, man. I'm just going to enjoy it. I just want to enjoy the ride because I'm happy hockey's back. For some reason, I prefer playing wildcard teams than division rivals. That's more for later on. I know. It's like we have these conversations so early on. We have conversations about draft picks. It's like, next year, right? Next, talk about the deadline. We talk about the playoffs. It's like we got to live in the moment, right? We got to live for today. We got to see how these guys do early on, which is why I'll go back to my question earlier. Is there teams that we saw last year, like Montreal, who was in a wild card spot 15, 16 games into the season? I think Anaheim, again, was in a playoff spot. Is that going to happen again this year? Where all of a sudden, some weird team is just going to get off to a really hot start, and they're going to be in a playoff spot, and then everybody's going to talk about them, and then we start to wonder, when did they come back down to earth? I think for me, that team probably is Utah. I could also see it being Seattle. They might ride the heater, though. We'll see what happens. Minnesota might qualify as that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Say we qualify, and our wildcard team is Minnesota. I would relish that as a series. I think it's too early, though, because if Minnesota finds themselves saying, you know what, we can get no playoff spot, maybe we'll add at the deadline, and they might add some pieces. So you never know, right? And also, too, all of a sudden, you know what it's going to take, though? Don't forget. Is that wild team, if for some reason they get hot, 10 games left in the season, they're on a heater, they're 9-1 going into the playoffs, just as an example, That's a scary situation because we've seen it too many times, right? Where teams get hot at the right moment and they flourish, right? And they go through. Florida was good all year, hence why they won the cup last year. And they were just so dominant because they knew that we just had to get in. And that's where we wanted to show our best hockey. And they did. Same thing for Edmonton, man. Like, same thing. They were, and they battled in that series with Vancouver, don't mind you, but I just think that if you're a really hot team going to the playoffs, like, you're probably the biggest scary team out there. So you might be right, though, right? Like, if Minnesota just kind of hopples in, then maybe it's a blessing in disguise for you guys and you want that matchup. Totally get it. Long way to go, but Winter Classic is soon to come as the Blackhawks and the Blues will play on New Year's Eve at Wrigley Field. If you guys had to go see one game outdoors and you got to pick the venue, where would you want to go? For me, I wouldn't want it to be at a baseball stadium. I like the fact that they did it, or they're going to do it, I think, with the Blue Jackets this year and the Red Wings, if I'm not mistaken. I think they're playing at the Buckeyes Ohio State Stadium outdoors, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. Could be wrong. But let me know what you guys think. Still nothing really happening so far in the second period here. 6:45 to go here. Canucks still up 4-1 in this one. Flames trying to find something here to get going here before the period ends. Lately, our games versus the Wild are very competitive. The crazy 17-goal game made the top 5 in the NHL's most voted regular season games of the 23-24 season. Yeah, I mean, I don't watch enough Wild Canucks games, but I believe you. I believe you, man. Anson, how do you watch the Flames game? It's so boring right now. I just entertain myself, and I entertain all you guys too. Mainly because it's my job. But I also just like doing it. And I like talking to you guys. Is that not enough? Am I not entertaining enough for you guys? You bunch of pigeons. Oh, man. I'm going to get bullied for that one, probably. Also, do you know Dawn? Gotta give me more than that. Like, Dawn White, Dawn, some young guy. Like, come on. You gotta give me a little bit more than that. Oh, man. I don't know Dawn, if that's what you're asking. So I apologize. Back to the game, though, here. Second period kind of rolled by a little bit here. 5 minutes left to go here in this second period. You know, maybe this is the type of boring hockey that the Canucks need right now in order to kind of hold this game down here as Calgary's trying to get something going here. Just a lot of fan shots. They just look out of place tonight, guys. It's just not what you want to see. And, you know, again, it sucks the first period went down that way, but, you know, it happens. You just got to move on, right? It's going to happen to everybody this year. Just so happened it happened to the Flames right there and then. He also entertains his boss who likes to pick on him. Everybody picks on me. I'm just used to it at this point. I also just have good comebacks sometimes. I don't say the smartest things though when I do because I don't think they process the way that I want them to. Maybe it's just because it's 11:49 over here and I'm goddamn tired. Maybe that's why. Don Keedick. I don't believe so. I don't know him. Sorry. Maybe somebody in the chat knows him, but I don't. Good chances for Vancouver in front here. Puck goes out and down the other way. No, outside of the one power play opportunity that the Flames had early on this period, I haven't seen the Canucks do much here as they're starting to pick it up here again here. Vladar out of his crease, trying to get it out again, and they do go down the ice as they go for another line change here. 4:32 to go here in this second period. According to a league source, the NHL will finally take it outdoors in Columbus. There you go. That's what I was talking about earlier. They are going to Ohio State Stadium. The fact that I knew that. Brain's still working tonight. It's still working. But that's going to be cool. I can't wait. So yeah, like my venue would be at a college football game type stadium because I think the atmosphere would just be unbelievable. You get those kids out there. You get those college kids out there just hyping up the place, getting everybody riled up. Be awesome. And I think it's going to be a great venue this year. So I'm excited to see that. Should be good. Going to a commercial break with just under 4 minutes to go. Oh, who's bothering me now? Oh, man. It's tough when you're in this industry. You got everybody bugging you on different time zones. Not that it's a bad thing. I like when people bug me because it just means I'm doing my job. But at some point, you just gotta like shut the phone off and you just gotta go. Oh man. Well, for you, you Canadian folks out there, we got a nice Canada Day long weekend coming up here. We got Thanksgiving coming around the corner. We got a favorite meal that we're looking forward to? Anybody? We got a favorite for pumpkin pie fans? Maybe some turkey legs? Maybe some stuffing for this guy here? Big. I'm a massive stuffing fan. Love it. Love ever. I don't care if it's coming from a box or from the turkey itself. I am such a stuffing fan, and I can't wait. I'm being told, though, that we're having ribs this weekend. So I'm very excited for that. What about you guys? Any? I know Thanksgiving's kind of everywhere, but we got some Thanksgiving traditions or any favorite foods that we got in mind? Oh man, Connor just nailed it too. Actually, poutine. Oh my goodness. You know what? I haven't had poutine in a while. That's got to change. I think that's going to change. For the Canadians too, Harvey's poutine more specifically. I love the cheese. Oh, when the cheese curds melt on it. So good. It's so good. Jets lead 5-0, man. End of 2. They've had 15 shots on goal. They've had 15 shots on goal. Wow. Who's in net? Is it Skinner? Man, that's brutal. A lot of questions. Man, who's having the worst night? Edmonton or us? I'd argue those guys. Man, that's bad. Holy smokes, that's awful. Shame that makes you less Canadian than me. Apparently I have the accent, though. I have no clue what the accent is, though. Couldn't tell you. But yeah, I'm so looking forward to just stuffing my face this weekend. Oh, it's going to be so good. I can't wait. I just look forward to the food. Sometimes I'm just like, yeah, I can deal with company here and there, but I just want the food. Just give me the food, okay? All right, we're back here. 3:08 to go here. It looks like Anderson's shot's going to get blocked here. Flames getting set up here in the offensive zone. Out there with ball is Anderson. Anderson's getting a shot. He scores! Rasmus Anderson goes top corner on Sheloffs. And all of a sudden, the Flames find themselves right back in this game. 2:59 to go. In the second, Rasmus Anderson's shot was blocked, regroups, gathers it, brings it right back, and he goes top corner on Sheloffs. And oh boy, folks, little razzle dazzle, as Armchair says it. Bar down for the boys. And the Flames, not done yet. Making it good. I like this. I like it, though. They get the first period out of the way. It happened. There's nothing you can do about it. Not taking stupid penalties. They're just going back to their style of hockey. And all of a sudden, got a little bit of a game now. Going into slowly but surely the third period. Love to see it. Love to see it. Good stuff from Anderson. Assisted by Nazem Kadri and Andrei Kuzmenko, who gets his first point as a Flame. Goaltenders in the other matchup tonight, Connor Hellebuyck, and it is Stuart Skinner. Brutal. Man, if Stuart Skinner does not get off to a good start this year, there is going to be questions. And if he doesn't have, I'm a little worried for Edmonton, man. I didn't like their off season really. Yeah, you bring in guys like Skinner, but the big thing was that they lost. What was it, Broberg and Holloway on the RFA, that whole kerfuffle. But I didn't think they got better defensively. You don't have Evander Kane until the playoffs, quote unquote. And don't forget, too, with this Edmonton team, they won, I think, 16 games in a row last year? And they were bottom of the league. So they might have to do that again this year if they want to find their way. I mean, again, granted, first game of the year, like you can't. It's too early. We love some overreactions one game into the season. So Vladar, he's looked better though. I gotta tell you, man, he's definitely still locked in. And I think that was the message with Ryan Huska when he went in. He said, "Guys, it happened. There's nothing you can do about it. We got to be a little smarter. Stop taking stupid penalties here. Just get back to our brand of hockey." And it looks like they've started to do that a little bit. Finally. Oh, man. All right, 4-2. It's getting a little interesting now. Under 2 minutes to go here in this second period. Again, thank you all for coming and hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. Sometimes doing these things on my own is, it can be not tough, but your throat gets to you after a while. I appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Again, all of our streams going forward as well. Going into for the rest of the year, I should say. Make sure to check out DraftKings. Go sign up. Bet $5. You get $200 in bonus bets. Make sure to sign up with THPN, guys. We'd really appreciate it. More importantly, too, go check out Gametime. Go download the app. Redeem the code. Go get yourself a ticket. You can get $20 off your first purchase. And go get yourself. Go to a nice game this year. Connor, go to a Canucks game this year. Go use that goddamn code. I'm trying to do my job here. I'm already going to be using it this year. You better use it too. I want to see it. I really want to see it. It'd be great if you can, though, guys. It's always appreciative. And it's nice to use, though. I like it. I like seeing the seats. I like to know exactly where I'm sitting. It's an easy process. I've used it before, and I vouch for it. So make sure you guys can go check it out. Minute 22 to go here. Stoppage in play here. Saturday, Blackhawks, Oilers, 10 o'clock at night. Again, live streams happening tomorrow night. Would love for you guys to check them out. More people to check out too throughout the network that are going to be on these games. We got one of our good guys, Grant, who's going to be doing Utah and the Islanders tomorrow night. We also have Jake Jackets podcast doing the Blue Jackets game tomorrow against the Minnesota Wild. So there you go. 5-3 Golden Knights, end of 2. 16 shots on net for Vegas. I'm telling you, man, that Colorado goaltending is going to be tough to watch this year. Dodgers beating the brakes off the Padres. That'll go to game 5. That'll be interesting. Keen on Gametime, but it's absolutely legit. I would argue it's more legit than Ticketmaster. I've been screwed over with Ticketmaster before. They are absolutely legit, 100%. I can vouch for them. I have used them before. Sometimes when you use a new ticketing app, though, like with a new company, I get it. It can be a little like, I don't know. And, we did it. We tried it, and it worked great. Didn't have an issue. I'll admit, I used to be Ticketmaster. I did. I don't trust them anymore. I'm sorry. I've heard a lot of really bad things about them. And hence why now I'm using Gametime. Would appreciate it if you guys check it out as well, too, though. And we can see on the screen here, guys. End of the second period here. Flames get one back, though, late, guys. It is not over yet as we are working our way here towards the third period, and it's giving me a reason to stay going into the third period as the Canucks lead 4-2 with 20 minutes left to play here. I still am a little bit behind, but I figure it's okay. We'll take that off for now. 20 seconds left on my end, but we see it. Nothing really happens here towards the end of this period. And man, I thought it was going to be a bit of a blowout. Didn't like the first period. I thought the Flames were the better team in that second period. Pretty quiet, though, for the most part. Didn't really see a whole lot of action happening, but hey, who knows, man? Anything can happen going in this third period. 2 quick goals. As I hold up the 3 sign here, 2 quick goals can change things, man. And so we're gonna take another 3-minute break here. And I would love to come back and hear from you guys even more. Would love to hear some questions, love to hear some comments, any hot takes. Let me know. I want to hear all about it. And we're going to be here for one more period, guys, as we get set here for the third period coming up. Again, Canucks lead 4-2 as we head in to the final period of the opening game of 1 of 82 for both teams this season. We will take a little bit of a break here. We'll step aside. And we'll be back in 3 minutes. See you then.
Whether you're looking for courtside or upper deck, opening day or opening night, comedy or concerts. With Gametime Picks, we make buying tickets easy by serving up only the best deals on sports, music, and shows.
What time is it?
It's game time. Whether you're looking for courtside or upper deck, opening day or opening night, comedy or concerts. With Gametime Picks, we make buying tickets easy by serving up only the best deals on sports, music, and shows.
What time is it?
It's game time.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Getting to be an old man here all of a sudden. Okay, listen, I got a new desk not too long ago. Had to build it, number one. I'm not the smartest person on planet Earth, believe it or not. And it probably took me all day. Wasn't super happy with it. It was from Amazon. So, don't know what to expect, but yeah, that was a bit of a you-know-what. And they gave me some screws that were stripped, so that was fun. Wasn't a fun time. Welcome back, everybody. Second intermission of the lovely game that we have going on here as all of a sudden getting a little interesting now here. Canucks now lead 4-2 as the Flames get one late thanks to Rasmus Anderson coming in clutch for the Flames with one more period to go here. And yeah, I mean, kind of a quiet, not going to be as loud as what the first period was, excuse me. But bit of a quiet second period as don't want you back here.
I fell asleep during that period, not going to lie.
I did too. I was just up like, oh, they're still in the neutral zone. Oh, they're going this way. Oh, they're going back.
No, like as I logged into StreamYard, I'm like, oh wait, what am I going to talk about? Like, really nothing happened that period. I mean, the Flames got some shots on net. It looked a lot better when the Canucks aren't flying offensively. That's a good thing. So, I guess that's a positive for the Flames.
We scored.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, it's a 2-goal game.
Also, too, probably the biggest thing of what happened in that period.
It's a 2-goal game, so I mean, hey, the Canucks are kind of falling asleep a little bit, and the Flames come out in the third period. It could be interesting. I mean, honestly, looking at the first two periods, I mean, I think we can tell who the better team is right now. But again,
totally.
2-goal game, anything can happen, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think on that second one too, just like Shelov's reaction, like he was expecting it almost to kind of go over the net, and for him to like just turn around and be like, "Oh crap!" Like didn't even think it would be there. That's the reaction I think it looked like.
Yeah, I mean, again, like I think the first period, it was like, whoa, everybody came flying out the gates. Not to say it looked like a playoff game, but it's like there's a lot happening in that first period. Second period, this looks like the first game of the year. It looks like guys are still getting used to the game, getting used to each other. There were some sloppy plays on both sides. So yeah, it's game one, and it looks like it.
Talk about a playoff game though, man. I mean, figure, man. Listen, I apologize. I am being choppy a little bit on my end. I don't know what's happening. I think it's happening every single time that you're coming into play here.
Oh, I see. It's my fault now.
Whatever's not working on my end, I'm going to blame you for it.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Oh my god, they're showing. I'm watching the Sportsnet feed, and they're showing Ovechkin's goal way back against Arizona or Phoenix at the time. Remember when he fell down and he like twisted
Oh yeah,
backwards?
amazing goal.
They're trying to kill time here on the panel because that was such a boring period. You think he breaks it this year?
How many goals away is he? I mean, I think he might need another season after this one.
41?
Is it 41? I'm gonna take a quick look and see how
Something like
many he has to go here. I think, you know what, at the end of the day, whether it's this season or not, I do think he gets it done. I think that's the goal at this point, right?
You know what? Oh, sorry, 42 goals.
He needs 42 goals. Last year he put up 31. The year before he put up 42 in 73 games. I'm gonna say he puts up closer to what he did last year. So I'm gonna say anywhere from like 28 to 34 goals, let's say. And then the next season he breaks it pretty easily because he's not going to get that close. Yeah, he's not going to get that close and then not break it.
Well, so just reading here, so Ovechkin scored. He needs 42 goals. Blah blah. Sorry, he's 41 away. I don't know why I'm reading that wrong. But yeah, he scored 42 in 2022, 2023. But the bigger stat here is that he's tallied at least 41 goals in 13 of his 19 NHL seasons.
That's insane. Absolutely insane.
Like, that's bonkers.
And I mean, just, 3 seasons ago, 2021, 2022, he puts up 50 goals in 77 games. I mean, this guy can score. That's what he was born to do. So, again, your question, is he going to beat it this year? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say he beats it in the first 25 games of next year.
Do you ever get so mad when you watch him play and he gets on the power play and he's in the same goddamn spot every time and he still finds a way to score?
Nobody covers him and he just gets the shot off.
I remember talking about this with my dad and he's like, you need somebody to stay right in front of his face the entire power play. Like inches away from him.
Consider it like you're on a 5-on-3, right? Because your fourth guy is glued to Ovechkin. That's all his job is, just being glued to Ovechkin. Your other 3 guys hang on and try and defend. I mean, that's basically what you have to do against him.
Yeah, like it'll turn into, so what was it? So 5, so it'll turn onto a 4-on-3 basically. Like that's
pretty
much
much
to happen, right?
Here's the thing, though.
I don't know, like that. Yeah,
it's kind of a 4-on-3 if that guy can actually stick to Ovechkin and actually be effective defensively. Because it's no guarantee that you stick on Ovi and you're going to shut him down. I mean, that's how good he is, right?
True, but it's like he's been doing the same thing for 19 years. Right? And he still pulls it off. It's the same thing, and nobody's learned their lesson.
You know, you even look at the goaltenders. I mean, God, you got to expect that one-timer to be coming across, and you know where Obi's going to be putting the puck. But, hey, I mean, I guess that just goes to show, like, how good that guy's release is and how good his shot is and how sneaky he is just to, you know, kind of come in behind the play, get into that spot quietly, and then rip off that one-timer.
It's unbelievable. Did you see the update from Edmonton?
What was it,
The
5-0 for the
that they'll get?
Jets? Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, you
Yeah.
know, Edmonton last year against the Canucks, I can't remember what the score was in the opening game, but I think it was like 8-1 or 8-2, something like that. So they're no stranger to really dropping the ball on game one. Oh, we had a big stall there. I don't know.
Nope, there we go. We're back.
We're
good.
Do you think,
honestly, I think it's me.
do you think we're going to see a McDavid speech in the locker room, like in the finals from that Amazon series after this game?
We'll never know. I don't think.
Actually, by the way, have you watched the
Oh my
Amazon series
God.
yet?
I've been meaning to do it. I still haven't done it yet.
I've watched 2 episodes.
Have you?
I've watched 2.
Okay.
And I wish I could say I loved it. I think a lot of people will like it, but it was very, like, it jumped around a lot. It was very overproduced. It was like I was watching a montage for 25 minutes, and it made my head hurt almost. There is some cool stuff in there, some cool clips and everything, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe I need to watch the other episodes and give it a shot, but it was a bit of a miss for me. I don't know what the consensus is around hockey, but I wasn't in love with it.
Well, that's the thing. Like, if you're gonna do something like that, you got to be balls to the wall, dive deep into that end. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just seemed like, just based off the commercials, and I remember seeing a little clip on Nylander, right? And they show him like walking around the rink and playing hockey with kids and, you know, all that stuff. Like, the best part of that was seeing the emotion from McDavid in that series.
You know, I watched the one episode on, I think it was Captains, where they had Quinn Hughes, Trouba, and Landeskog. And again, like, I wanted them to get a bit deeper. Like, it felt very surface level. Like, you know, they show a bunch of clips of the game, and then they might show the guy like walking around his hometown. Like, that's not really what I came to see. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know how I could have done it better. It just didn't hit the mark for me.
I get it. Yeah. I mean, like, we've seen it before. They do it in, like, they'll do like the Netflix documentaries, like the NBA or the NFL. And all. If you're going to dive deep into it, like, do it the best you can. Right. And I mean, Amazon probably poured a lot of money into this too.
I think, you know what, honestly, like, Netflix does a great job with their sports content. Amazon, I think they have a little bit to go with their original content. You know, there's been some big misses on their end. Not to say that this is one. I'm sure a lot of people out there love it, but I feel like the Netflix sports documentaries are just on another level.
Totally, man. I watched Full Swing on Netflix for golf, and they go, like, I enjoy that way more than I would from what I'm hearing from this new Amazon documentary.
I haven't watched that one. I've heard it's really good. And then, you know, all the other sports, what was the series called? The Untold series. I think that's what it was. The Untold series on Netflix.
Yeah, that's right.
Where they did like the Trashers and, you know, all the different sports stories. Like, those were good. Those went deep and really dug into the story. Again, this Amazon one just feels very surface level. There's just like big, loud, banging music the whole time, and it's just like the guy talks for like 30 seconds, and then you're just having a seizure because there's like lights flashing and like so many different game clips, and you're like, okay, this is
kind of cool for like a 5-minute like thing, but I don't want to watch this for half an hour or an hour.
You gotta pop an ibuprofen after you're done.
Yeah, and hey, maybe I'm just old man yelling at clouds. Like that could very well be the possibility here. Maybe the younger generation is loving it, and maybe it's more geared towards them. I don't know, but you know what? It's worth a shot. Give it a shot. See what you think.
And I think it probably is geared towards the younger generation too. Like that's just, I think that's probably why they do it. And the kids want to be like, whoa, like I want to scream like McDavid when I get up to the NHL.
Yeah, you can see some kid in his Pee-wee tournament. Dig the fuck in.
Yeah, that's right.
That's hilarious.
They're gonna be in the dressing room, and then like the parents are gonna walk out being like, "My kid's swearing too much now. This is crazy."
That's amazing. All right, man. Well, honestly, I guess maybe it was me that came in making everything choppy, but I'll dip out of here and maybe things smooth over a little bit more for you. Should have been an interesting period. Maybe
I'm
there's
telling you, if it gets boring and it starts to get away, I might call it quits soon. I'm getting tired.
If Brock Besser comes out 2 goals in the first 2 periods, 2 minutes, sorry. Yeah, I don't blame you if you dip out of there.
I'm done. Oh, if they make it interesting though.
Oh yeah, if the Canucks lose, I'll jump on after the show and I'll rip them to shreds.
I can't wait.
Yeah. All right, man. I'll jump out.
Hopefully, we'll see. All right.
Hopefully it smooths over once I leave, and I'm gonna call Telus and ask him why the hell my internet's not working.
Oh, good. Oh, we love Telus.
That's
why I go with Kudo.
Solid people. Yeah, right. All right. See you later, buddy.
All right, later, man. All righty. Back at it again here. Almost time for the third period here again, guys. End of the second period. We're shortly coming up here to the start of the third period. And hopefully you guys like that banter a little bit. I think it was. You know what? It's working now. I blame him. That's totally going to happen, guys. If this gets out of hand real quick, don't I'm going to go to bed. Like, that's just, I'm sorry. Like, I got to be up early. But if it gets close, then maybe I have a reason to stay up. As Zarbian is back. Welcome back. Good to see you again. And thank you again for everybody kind of sticking around here for what I imagine. Well, you know what, actually? They changed it here on the scoreboard, which means we are underway in the third period. Alrighty, let's see if we get a little bit more of an exciting one here. I just saw the most disgusting burger commercial. Oh my god. You ever see those commercials on like if they do like they did like the American one with the Krabby Patty and Wendy's. Well, now I see one here for A&W. I think that's a Canadian thing. I think. Anyway, saw one for A&W and they do Ruffles chips, just whatever, chips in general, on their burger now. Like this is getting out of hand. A burger's a burger, guys. We can't like I'm trying to think what other commercials they've done before, like any fast food ones that have just been so like out of left field that it's just unappetizing and I don't even want to watch it. I can't. I don't know, man. So sometimes I just watch those and I go, really? Like you're really pulling out of your back pocket now, trying to make some sort of quick cash. I would try the Krabby Patty one though. Then again, it's just like there is no secret formula. It's just like your regular ketchup, mustard, onions, pickles, whatever it is, cheese. Like it's just your regular burger, and everyone's gonna be like, "What the hell?" Oh man! Comment below. Favorite fast food chain. It's a Friday night. You're thrown on a game. Might be thrown on this game, and you're just having that craving. What are you getting? If it's fast food and I'm feeling really fatty, man, you know what I haven't had in a while? If I'm feeling like I want to stuff my belly, I haven't had a Baconator in a while. That'll make me feel like crap for the next 24 hours, but I would get it in a heartbeat. Love to hear what you guys think. Come on, Friday nights, you're just chilling, right? And you're just looking for something. I had Indian food recently, and man, that literally fires backwards right after. But it's good. It's all good. All right. So for some reason, the broadcast was lagged, and now all of a sudden we get a game here. 18 minutes left to go here. Looks like the Canucks have a little bit of a pep to their step here as they're going to get a chance in Vladar. What a save. My goodness, he had to come out strong in that one. My goodness, good save early on there for Vladar here in this second period. Flames going to get a chance here as well. Huberdeau, puck goes wide. Kadri gets knocked down. No call on the play here. Puck's still in play. My God, no. Kadri is in disbelief that wasn't a call. I kind of can't believe it either. Like, where's the interference on that? Paschal brings it around the boards, trying to bring it right back up again, and here come the Flames the other way. Gonna get a chance here. Huberdeau back into the corner again here. Fighting for it along the boards here. Flames trying to get set up here. 17 minutes to go. They need one early on here if they want to find any sort of way back into this one. Still fighting in the corner here. Huberdeau right in the corner trying to find his way to Mantha. He can't get it. Boss still trying to snag it. He can't. Keeps it in its ball. Ball to Mantha. Mantha across. Shot scores! It's Martin Pospisil. And oh, man. Where's Dylan? Where's Dylan, folks? He might be coming back. He might be coming back. Martin Pospisil now makes it a 1-goal game. What is happening? This game was over. 2 periods ago, this game was over. We got fireworks, folks. Third period, it's Martin Pospisil. Fires one. Sheloffs didn't see it. And oh my goodness. Well. 17 minutes to go. Lots of time to be played in this one. And it's Martin Pospisil, folks, who gets on the board. And this team has life. Mantha and Ball get the assist. And the Calgary Flames, ladies and gentlemen, won back a Vancouver. Dangerous lead in hockey. 4-1. I'm telling you, man. You know what? Even if they lose this game, I can still walk away from this tonight going, you know what? I like the fight back. I like that they didn't give up. I like that now all of a sudden it's a 1-goal game. They're making things interesting now. You know what? I can walk away from this pretty happy, man. The Canucks had this game wrapped up 20 minutes in. 4-1 leads are never safe, man. They never are. And they are proven yet again. Offside on the call here, looks like, with 16:24 and lots of time left here in this third period. Man, oh man. Dylan might have to eat his own words and might have to come back here with 16 minutes to play. We'll see how it goes here. For baseball folks, Dodgers and Padres also going to Game 5. For those of you watching on the East Coast, I appreciate it. It is 12:30 in the morning, but I still appreciate you guys hanging out with me on this one. I don't know if I'm going to have any more late night games this year, but I knew I had to do this one just for you guys. Oh my goodness. Well. I just like making them nervous. That's the best part about this. Just like making them nervous. You'll love to see it. Armchair checking in again here. Mantha, he's absolutely having a great debut. And again, it's a little early, but maybe some teams need an Anthony Mantha going into the trade deadline. I'd be okay with that. He's playing good, though. Give him credit. He is playing a very good game. And who knows? Maybe if he likes the vibe in Calgary, he'll stick around. Guess we'll find out. Let's see. Let's just watch and see what happens, folks. 15 minutes to go. Calgary is still applying a lot of pressure here. It looks like they got that first line out there. Sam Honzek not really standing out tonight. I think it's his rookie debut, right? So it's tough. I get it. Shots 21-17 now as Quinn Hughes' top line out there trying to generate something. And man, this Quinn Hughes kid is just something special to watch. Easily gets in, easily gets this team set up, loses the puck though. They go back the other way here. Miromanov trying to find a way to dump it in. He passes it across to Pospisil. Dumps it in the corner, trying to throw it out in front, and Miromanov finds Mantha. Flames set up again here. Chance, shot on goal. Shot goes wide. Trying to wrap around, it won't work. Man, Flames inching closer though. They are certainly getting there. Puck gets out. Just under 15 to go. Golden Knights now 5-4. Avalanche making a bit of a comeback here. And that one take note as well. In the game going on in Vegas. 14 minutes to go. Flames applying a lot of pressure here after that goal. Only takes one here, folks. You know what's funny is I'm not even nervous. Like, I'm just glad that we're back into this game and we're just making them nervous now. Like, that's the best. That's what I'm enjoying about this. If we don't come out on top, that's okay. I like making these guys nervous, and I think they can walk away from this after just being like, you know what? Yeah, that was probably the worst case scenario first period, but they fought back really well, and they have to build off of that. And I'm okay with that. Still, there's a lot of things you got to work out. That defense was terrible. You can't give up that many penalties early on in the game, and you hung Vladar out to dry. You can't do that. So, still work to be made up. But, man, all of a sudden, man, it's getting a little nervous here in Vancouver. Getting a little nervous. Canucks can set up here, though. Forbit trying to find Myers across. He can't. Puck goes out, going the other way. It's going to be Andrei Kuzmenko. Kuzmenko picks it up. Tries to bring it in, he does. Tries to find a man, and he is going to be offside. You stay. It's tough work. Hurt your throat sometimes just talking for 2 hours, 2.5 hours straight. My God. We go to commercial break. There we go. All right. Don't know if you heard me there, but we'll go to commercial break. It's only our first game. Oh my God. We got what is it? October. So November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. So only 7 more months of this. Can't wait. Oh man, cannot wait. It is still 5-0 Jets. Third period winding down, 6 minutes to go in that one. Again, 11 minutes to go over in Vegas. That's a close one there too, as well, with 11:35 to go there. Oh, what else can we talk about here? Let's see. 11 minutes to go here. For American viewers, I know we talked about it before, because now I've talked about food already, and now I'm like, I'm feeling hungry. I'm feeling snacky now. I feel like I have to go get, I gotta get something after. Also, too, if you want to know my desk setup, got these as a gift a while ago. But we got Buzz. We got a little Buzz from Toy Story. And we got this guy, right? He keeps falling over every single time I nudge this desk. And I'm going to throw him out the effing window in about, if it keeps happening, it's bothering me. I'm going to super glue this guy to the desk. Yeah, just a nice little addition to the desk here. Got to make it look a little homey here. Toy Story fans out there, by chance? Grew up on it. VCRs. Grew up watching that. Probably watched it over 100 times as a kid. And it was so good that they're making a 5th movie. Love it. Still in commercial break, guys. We'll wait till we get back to the action here. Just killing time here. Thank you again, though, for hanging out with us tonight. Really good night for streaming, though, guys. It was awesome. Love doing this. Make sure to do more of this as well. We got a lot of great streams coming up. We still have 3 more for you this week. So hopefully you guys can check that out. We got 2 more coming at you tomorrow, and 1 more coming up, I believe, on Saturday. And for our Canadian viewers, happy early Thanksgiving. If I don't get a chance to see you guys before then. I mean, I will. If you guys want to check out the show tomorrow night, or excuse me, tomorrow evening around ish, Flames cast, it'll be myself and Neil. We will be live, but we'll also drop the episode as well to audio, and we'll let you guys know when the recording is done, as we'll recap the game, we'll look forward, and we'll more than likely shit on the Oilers just because. As I say that, it is now 6-0 for the Winnipeg Jets in Edmonton. My God. That's got to be, I don't want to overreact, but that's a sign, right? Like that's got to be a sign of bad things to come. If you're getting pelted by the Oilers, first game of the year, or excuse me, pelted by the Jets like this, first game of the year, come on, man. Come on. Kiefer Sherwood is going off for tripping. I thought it was just stoppage in play, but it turns out, man, oh man, Kiefer Sherwood going to the box. The Flames 0 for 2 on the power play. They're going to get an opportunity here. 12:42 to go in this one to try and tie this game up. Connor, I haven't seen you in a while. The Flames scored 2 goals and are now 1 back. Feeling a little nervous over there in Vancouver Canuck land. 12:42 to go, and they're going to get a chance on the power play. Their power play hasn't really looked good tonight, to be honest. But they're going to get a chance here to rewrite it here as the Flames get set up. Zari, man in front, trying to find Huberdeau. He can't. Knocked off the puck here. Canucks trying to find a way out. They can't. Right back up to Zari. Zari sets it up. He goes below. Below to Kuzmenko. Kuzmenko back to Zari along the left side of the boards. Back behind the net to Kuzmenko. Right alongside to Huberdeau behind the net. Working it behind there. It's Kuzmenko and Huberdeau. Right back up to Weegar. A shot. Hits it wide. Zari keeps it in though. A lot of pressure here. Huberdeau right in front again. Really good pressure here. Huberdeau back to Weegar. Weegar controlling the line. Trying to find Zari. Still making a decision. He goes back to Huberdeau. Huberdeau to Zari. Zari along the point now. He goes over to Weegar. Weegar. Kadri back to Weegar again. Still working the point. Shot up high and out of play. Good chances there on that power play. With a 1:06 to go as Mackenzie Weegar slams his stick on the ice. Boy, oh boy. This Connor's been enduring these moments. Again, though, I'm happy with this team. Even if the Canucks win this game, I'm still happy. It's been a great performance. Gave me a reason to stay up and finish this game. And I'm excited to see how this one shapes out. Here we go. On the draw. They win it. Back to the point. It's going to be Weegar. Shot scores! Mackenzie Weegar has tied this game. Mackenzie Weegar has just tied this game. And Kuzmenko's down. Kuzmenko down, but the Calgary Flames have come back down 4-1 to tie this game. Andrei Kuzmenko down. I think he got hit with the puck maybe. Maybe he got a stick, but it's Mackenzie Weegar. Oh my goodness. I think he got high sticked, it looked like. Weegar who scores. So I did kind of miss, though. Kuzmenko down. It's going to count. Oh my goodness. Looks like he's okay. The Flames have come all the way back. Down 4-1. Winning the draw. Just watching Kuzmenko here. He did just get a stick to the face there. Would have been called a penalty, but nonetheless, Connor's gone quiet. Dylan has gone quiet. And this Flames team has just tied this game. 4-4, 11:44 to go. What an opening night. Wow, for both of these teams. My goodness, fireworks in the first period. It was all Vancouver. This game was basically over. Calgary gets one late in the second. And man, oh man, Weegar finds a way to tie it up, and this team's fired up. With 11:37 to go. Man, if they can just force this thing to overtime now, they think they can win this. The Flames had 52 goals from defensemen last season. That was second most in the NHL. Uyghur again. Wow. It all of a sudden got really quiet in the chat. Got very, very quiet. And the armchair GM boys, you're damn right. Nobody had this on the bingo card at all. Wow. We got a lot to talk about tomorrow. I can't wait for the end of this. Holy smokes. Giving Flames fans a little bit of a hope here. A little bit of hope here with 10 minutes to go. And I'm telling you, man, this chat got very quiet. Very, very quiet. Love making them nervous here. Going back the other way. 3-on-2. Flames getting another chance here. Shot on goal. Sheloffs makes the save. We are halfway through the third. Flames have found 2 quick goals. One finally on the power play. And they are in control here so far. Canucks trying to break out the other way, dumping it in. Bringing out, it looks like the Pettersson line for the Canucks. Uyghur's defensive line out. They bat it back out through the neutral zone. We are officially on my end at the 10-minute mark here. Canucks going back in there. Jake DeBrusk trying to set things up here for Vancouver. Still dumped in. Trying to set it up now. Myers. Myers behind the board goes to Blucher. Right back to Myers at the line. Dumping it right back in. Right back to Blucher. Trying to set things up here. Carson Soucy. Shot stop. Rebound for the yard. What a save. Gets it out of the crease. It was sitting in the crease and it looked like Uyghur dumped it out. And it's going to be covered up. Goes back the other way. Covered up on a dump in. Sheloffs gets it. Excuse me, Braden Paschal. Puck was sitting in the crease and Braden Paschal gets rid of it. My goodness, he gets rid of it. Saves a goal. Vladar, good save. Gave up a rebound right to Höglander. And Paschal gets rid of it. Vladar gives him a little head tap. We go to break. And we are tied at 4. Famad coming in now. Go Flames, go baby. We love making people nervous. What a start. What a start. I don't think anybody had this as the boys from Armchair GM did not have this on their bingo card. Man, oh man. I can't believe we're here. I cannot believe we're in this position right now. This is crazy. It's awesome, though, man. It's awesome because hockey's back. Hockey's back and better than ever. As a Canucks fan, though, even if they win tonight, right? Still possible. Even if they find a way to win this, you got to be walking away going, man, this should have been like 6-1. You know? The fact that this is a game all of a sudden. Oh, you bet if this. Oh, you bet if the Flames win tonight, I'm staying on for a bit after. I'll give you the post game show for a little bit, but also too, we're gonna wait for Dylan. I think he's gonna come on regardless after. Man, how the hell are we in this position? Getting bombarded here. This is crazy. This is crazy. Kind of feels like a playoff game almost, too. Oh, man. So she lost. But you know what's funny? On all 3 goals since being down 4-1, it's been over Sheloffs, like over his shoulders almost. Every time. It's been either top corner or over his shoulders. They're not keeping it low, and that's how they're getting by Sheloffs here. Unbelievable. Boob. Yeah, indeed. They absolutely are. They absolutely are. Getting set up here again. Face off here. Martin Postasil's line out there again with Anthony Mantha and Huberdeau's line, who has been playing really well tonight here. 9:40 left to go here. Puck goes back to Huberdeau with the line. Huberdeau trying to dump it in here. Goes right back to Paschal. Paschal's shot goes right around the boards here. Huberdeau there to pick it up. Huberdeau, Pospisil, still keeping it in though. Right back to the point. There's Jake Bean. Jake Bean goes across to Paschal. Paschal trying to find a man in front. Rebound in front. Scores! It's Jonathan Huberdeau. Jonathan Huberdeau. My goodness. Jonathan Huberdeau with the goal. The Flames down 4-1. Oh my goodness. Have taken the lead. Wow. Rebound in front. And it's Jonathan Huberdeau. Pots it home. And the Calgary Flames have just taken the lead with 9 minutes to go in this period. Wow. No way. No friggin' way we're in this spot right now. I can't wait for tomorrow. I can't wait till after this game. This is crazy. This is unbelievable. Jonathan Huberdeau's first of the year. Comeback. Yeah, you can call it complete if you want, but this game far from over. Game far from over, man. Alec checking in. Damn right, just like that. You're damn right. What a comeback for the Calgary Flames tonight. Still lots of time to be played here. 8 minutes to go in this one. Let's effing go, baby. Listen, whether this is a good thing or bad thing or not, this is still great. This is fantastic. This never happens. That's the thing. This never happens with this team, at least as of late. This never happens. They gave me a reason to stay up. It's almost 1 a.m, but it's worth it. Man, oh man. And the crazy thing is they're still pressing here. Lots of pressure here still happening. Kuzmenko's lying out there with Kadri, still applying a lot of pressure here. This Canucks team, I don't get it. Like, the offense has just not been there for a period and a half now. Ever since the start of the second period, they've been gliding along now. And they've had chances here and there, and I get it, but it's just been a whole lot of nothing from this Canucks team. This is crazy, man. Unbelievable here. Yeah, we're going to get rid of that here. Good call. Thank you for that, Dylan. Appreciate it. I totally missed that. Totally missed that. Thank you, though. Appreciate it. You know what? I try my best. It's late, but I try my best. Wow. Did not... Who had this? Who had this tonight, eh? Unbelievable. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. 7:15 to go. Can they hang on? Now it's either they hang on or they're just continuing to build it off here. Pospisil, another good shot. Gloved, stopped by Shelovs. They're still applying a lot of really good pressure here on Shelovs. This team's stunned. They look stunned. They look like they can't all of a sudden figure it out. Pospisil with a good chance. Easy glove save there by Shelovs. Again, he has it covered up here. They look stunned. They look like how are we in this position right now? This is unbelievable. Stu McLeod, what's going on, man? You must be new. Thanks for kicking around. Appreciate it. From Seattle, of all places. We love that. Love my Seahawks, man. Love my Seahawks. Thank you for sticking around. Appreciate it. And we'll see if the Flames can stick around to win this game. No, that wasn't really good. No, I got to do better than that. I'm sorry. I got to be better. I got $20 money line. Flames down 4-1. No, why would you say that? Not now. Michael, you can't say that now. You got to wait. You got to wait till this is over. You might have blew it. I don't know. Isn't going to do a post-game show. I'd love it. Yes, absolutely. If I'm not on long enough afterwards, guys, go join. We'll be doing... I might have lagged there a little bit. Armchair GM guys, they will be going post-game live afterwards. Make sure if you want all post-game coverage reaction to go check them out. I'll have a little bit once this game's over. If you want a full breakdown, they'll be live as soon as this game's over. But this game ain't over yet, folks. Originally from the Cowtown. Beautiful. Good stuff. I'm not from Calgary. Way over in Ontario. Unfortunately, I'm stuck near Toronto. Is what it is. All right, here we go. Don't know about you guys. I'm probably a little bit behind compared to a lot of everybody else, but is what it is here. I got 6 minutes, almost 6 minutes left here. Still, again, a lot of pressure here by this Flames team here. Still applying a lot of it here in the closing moments of this game here. I don't know. Like, I'm more surprised. I mean, stupid comment here to say, but I am more surprised here with Vancouver and how they look dumbfounded a little bit. And Dylan mentioned it, that they did look off a little bit. Like, coming out of the gate in the second period, they just died down a little bit. Like, for what you guys remember, by the way, they had 15, 16 shots on goal after the first period. They have 24 now. You know what I mean? Lots of time still left in this game, but man, their offense has just not been there tonight, and they need their best guys out there to show face here. Oh, I totally agree, man. It's not over yet. Totally agree. Sheloffs covers it up again, but still, it's all Flames here, just applying a lot of pressure here. They're not letting their foot off the gas here. 5:25 left. Last commercial break, I imagine, in regulation. The Golden Knights have seemingly pulled away from the Avalanche. 7-4, 2 minutes in that one. And man, the Golden Knights put up 7 on Colorado. Again, I'll say it again, man. That Colorado goaltending duo is going to be interesting to watch this year. This is unfriggin' believable. We're in this. Don't mind me. I gotta go on Twitter here for 1 second. And yes, I'm calling it Twitter. I'm still one of those guys who calls it Twitter. Okay. Love it or hate it. I don't care. Love it or hate it. Commercial break, but thank you guys for hanging out, though. I do appreciate it. Love to have this more often. Gonna be like this all year. Again, Armchair GM will be on for post game afterwards. We're just in commercial break right now. I will be recording tomorrow for our Flames cast show that we just started 2 weeks ago. I'd love it if you guys can go check it out. Just something new to listen to. Just some guys just chit chatting. Would appreciate it. But we got a game to finish up here, folks. We have 5:25 to go here. What do we think? They tying it? Empty netter? What do we think? What are we saying, guys? What do we think? How is this going to finish? Would love to hear it. Not just their offense, what has their defense been doing? Yeah, I mean, their defense has kind of been letting Sheloffs off a little bit here. I kind of said it earlier, though, where a lot of the goals, minus this last one here, have been over Sheloffs. Like, it's been over his shoulders, a lot of top corner shots on goal. And, maybe that's kind of where they found his weakness a little bit. But you're right. I mean, the defense, again, they're not really providing that kind of help for him. And it doesn't help when they're screening him, too. 5:20 to go here. Wow, 8-4 Golden Knights. You do just Flames games or various teams? So as a co-manager of THPN at this lovely network, do a lot of other games, a lot of good. I definitely lagged out there. Do a lot of other games as well too. What did I do last year? Did some Leafs games. Sticks in the Six guys are good listen. You guys should go check them out. What else? I've done Habs games before. Neil with Devils games before too. Devils State of Mind. You guys should go check that out. He's also my co-host as well too for Flamescast. If you guys want to go take a listen. Yeah, do some various games. Just do it when we can. If guys ever want to do a live stream, I typically, if they need a hand, I'll come on and chill with them if they want to. SB3 have a bet for less than 9.5 goals. I will die if someone scores. That's a crazy bet, man. That's crazy. You know what else is crazy? Little segue here. Should have used code THPN. Just saying. Just saying. Should have used it. If you only bet $5 on it, you could have got an additional $200 in bonus bets. Get on it. Or just sign up, at least. Go sign up if you guys want to as well. Use our code. Make sure you go sign up. Also, if you're going to go see more games like this one already this year, make sure to download the Gametime app and redeem the code THPN to get $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Okay, 4:32 to go here. Canucks trying to find a little bit of pressure here, and it seems like it's coming on here. Pettersson just falling down. He can't find a way back to it. It's still just kind of stuck in that mucky neutral zone here. And it's kind of shifting now all of a sudden. All of a sudden, it's just starting to shift a little bit here. You know, you're absolutely welcome. Thank you if you decide to go use it. I used it a couple days ago, and I actually won $100. It wasn't on hockey; it was on a football game. So I think it's a little bit of luck, but I would appreciate it if you guys go ahead and use it. Put $5 down. Go do it right now. I mean right now, like on the game. But anyway. Appreciate it, though. 3:40 to go. Canucks trying to find that pressure, but they just can't get set up in the offensive zone here. Flames starting to set back a little bit here. You wonder when Shelovs gets off. The ice. I'm going to finish my sentences, Jesus Christ. 3 to go. Dumped right back in. I'm sorry for lagging. I don't know what's happening. This game just made me sit up in my chair all of a sudden. I had like no energy a period ago, and now I'm ready to go. 2:28 over on Stu's end. If you maybe don't spoil it for me, I'm like 30 seconds behind you. So I'm trying not to look at the screen because sometimes it'll say like Flames scored or Canucks scored. And I try not to look at it. Just I want to build the suspense, right? Even though everybody watching will know that somebody scored except me. All right. Again, Flames kind of hanging back a little bit here. Canucks trying to find a way to get set up here. Again, they can't find a way to keep it in the offensive zone here. And the goalie looks like it is getting pulled here. Vladar is going to cover it up. 2:28 to go. Yeah, Pettersson just losing his feet again. He just can't. I don't know what's been happening with him. And I think Canucks fans are probably having the same conversation here. As the goalie is, in fact, being pulled here. 68 people here in the chat. I appreciate every single one of you for checking us out here at our lovely network here at THPN. We're going to do lots more of these this year, and you bet your ass I'm going to be doing more of these as well, too. Because if it's going to go like this, I mean, come on. It's crazy. All right, timeout called for Vancouver here. 2:28 to go here. This is unbelievable if they pull this off. This will be the greatest win of the year, and it's only game one. And you know what? The rest of the year doesn't even matter. Might not matter. Let's take a breather for a second. Taking a breather. Taking a solid breather here, folks. If you want, while we're waiting, you can go follow Flamescast if you want to check it out. That's my little show that I just started recently on Twitter. I'm still calling it Twitter and Instagram. While you're at it, go check out our network. Got a lot of great shows, guys. Over 100 different shows that you guys can check out. If you want to listen to something new, you want some new insight, new voices, a lot of people on there. So make sure to go check it out if you can. All right. That's enough of that. They got DeBrusk out there. He's playing on a line with Pettersson. Oh, yeah, they got the big boys out there. 2:28 to go on my end here. Empty net. Let's see what happens here. Here we go. Honestly, if this goes to overtime too, like that'd be fun. Man, oh man. Hughes. Back to the point. Trying to get things set up here. They got an empty net. Pettersson keeping it in here. Flames trying to get it out here. Zari cannot get it out. Chipping it right back in. Keeping it into the corner here. 2 minutes to go. Trying to chip it out here, and they do. Goes all the way down the ice. Pettersson picks it up. Ah, damn it. I looked at the score. Shit. Oh, Frank. All right. Well, they're going to tie the game here. Flames can't get it out. They do now. And it looks like, dude, they missed an empty netter from that far. Come on. Come on. You could have buried them right there. Miller scores. Great shot. That's a really great shot. I'll give him full marks on that. That's a really great shot. Top right corner. Full slapper. It's a good shot. I'll give him credit. There you go. You know, it's a good shot. There's nothing to dispute there. That was really good. That's okay. We have more hockey. We still have a chance to break their hearts. Man. That's all right. Listen, we didn't even think we'd be in this position already. Oh, man. Quinn Hughes blocked that. Good for him. I think on that goal, let's see. Miller. I mean, it's a perfect spot. It's just a perfect spot. Mind you, if he missed that, puck goes right down the other way. So, but that's okay. It's a great shot, great goal at a really key time, and you had a minute 40 left. So, good on him, man. Good on him. You can't really say much to that. Wow. Yeah, I think on the replay I saw. I'm just trying to see, like, did he? I don't know if Quinn Hughes got in the way. Oh no, man, you got to bury that empty netter. Yeah, you got to bury that. That sucks. Brutal. All right, Canucks still pressing here. We got a minute 27 here. Lots of time still left here. Ladar, great save. Rebound in front. Puck goes wide. Miller had another really good chance at trying to put this one away. 1:13 to go. Honzek trying to get involved in this game. He's been really quiet tonight. Kadri, the shot on goal. He's stopped by Shelovs. Minute to play before overtime. 5-5. Game 1 of 82 for both teams in the season opener. What a game. What a game. What a goddamn game tonight. Unreal. Really, honestly, really happy for this turnout, though. Glad this game got really good, really close. It's tight. This is the type of stuff we wanted to see, man. This is great. 35 seconds to go. Vancouver might have the last chance here. Getting set up again. Connor Garland fighting along the boards here. Zari finds a way out. Here come the other way. 20 seconds left here. And it looks like I'm looking ahead. I think, folks, we're going to overtime, ladies and gentlemen. Going to OT. Drop the predictions below. Unbelievable that we're in this position. What a crazy game. What a crazy, crazy game. Listen, the fact that we have a point out of this, I'm fine. I'm totally okay with that. I'm totally good with that. Wow. We're going to stay here. We're not going to commercial. Let's get our OT picks in, guys. Let's get our OT picks in. Let's see. You know what I might have to do when it starts, because I don't want to get spoiled by it in OT, because I saw it when they scored. I saw like the Canucks score thing on the scoreboard there. It probably happened like 20 seconds before before it happened. Oh man. Flames, I would argue the other way around. Last time I checked, I think the Canucks were 4-1. They let them back into this game. They're the ones that had to tie this game at 5. Just saying. We go to 3-on-3, folks. Get your predictions in. I'll say, you know what? Mantha's been good tonight. I think he might get rewarded. And I think JT Miller might be the guy again. I think he's been a dog tonight for this Canucks team. I'll go Miller for Vancouver, and I'll go Mantha for the Flames. Drop your predictions in below before OT begins. What do we got? Who gets the OT winner on opening night? And it looks like for the Flames, you got Andrei Kuzmenko, who's going to be at least out there as they're getting lines ready here for the start of overtime. Yeah, we did, but you know, you got to defend a lead, right? You got to hit that empty netter. And to be quite honest with you, it's a perfect shot by JT Miller. You know, inches this way, inches that way, could be, you know, hitting the post or over, right? Like, it was a perfect shot at the perfect time. So, yeah, we had them on their heels, but still, it's awesome that we're in this position. And I'm so happy that we have overtime in my first stream of the year. Here we go. Okay, I'm switching tabs. I don't want to see. I'm going on a different tab. I don't even want to see the scoreboard. I want to watch the game for itself. Kuzmenko gets a chance. Weir's going to get a chance. Stopped by Shilovs. Puck goes the other way. Canucks now going to get set up here 3-on-3. Canucks have it. They're going to bring it all the way down here. 2-on-1. Besser with Hronek. Besser shot. It's going to be tipped up high and wide and out of play. Puck will be dropped in the Flames zone. 4:32 to go here in OT. I'm not even looking at the chat right now. Different tab. Don't want to see it because it's going to spoil it for me. If it goes to a shootout, then okay, I'll come back. Not during OT, though. Backlund out there with Huberdeau and Rasmus Andersson. Backlund trying to win it. He doesn't, but Huberdeau trying to pick it up. He now does. They go the other way. Backlund now with Jonathan Huberdeau 2-on-2. Goes over to Huberdeau with it. Trying to get things set up down. They do. Jonathan Huberdeau brings it all the way back out, and the Flames want to control it. They do. Backlund trying to find their way in. He goes right back in with Huberdeau. Back to Huberdeau. Huberdeau can't get a shot off, trying to recollect it, and he does. Flames with all the control right now. It's Huberdeau. With it. Goes right back to Backlund. Backlund back into the corner there for Rasmus Andersson. He's going to bring it right back out. They're going to change it up here. Connor Zary back out. Getting some fresh legs here. Here comes Zary. Zary with a little bit of speed trying to bring it in. He does. Here comes Zary. Zary in. He goes high and wide and goes back down. Right back down the ice. And it's going to be Pospisil who picks it up. Round the net. Here comes Pospisil back the other way. Now it's Zary. Zary 2-on-2. Here's Zary and Pospisil. Zary right in. Trying to make a move. Zary in. Scores! Connor Zary with the game winner. Connor Zary scores. And the Calgary Flames win it in overtime. Let's go. Hey, Dylan, get your ass back in here. Connor, get your ass back in here. Zary with a beautiful move, controlling the entire OT. And the Calgary Flames win it 6-5 in overtime. I'm going to hang this on all your Canucks heads all season long. All goddamn season long. Laugh now, cry later. Love it. Connor Zary, what a move. Unbelievable. What a game. What a move. Zary wins it. What a fucking game, folks. Wow. Unbelievable. It was a great move for Zary coming in. He made the move, realized that Pospisil was not in the play. And it's Connor fucking Zary with the game winner. Look at that. What a game. Flames win it 6-5. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. I'm going to wait. Maybe Dylan shows up. We'll see. Connor, good game, man. It's a great game. And you know what? It's only begun. I don't care what happens the rest of the year. I'm going to hang this on your goddamn head for the rest of the season. I don't care. 3 games still to be played. I don't care. Couldn't care less. Wow. Unreal. Did not expect that, did we? What a night. Wow, 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 wow. Michael turned $20 into $500. Good for him, man. Good for you. I'm glad. I'm really glad. So glad that didn't jinx you. Good job, man. And hey, next time go through THPN. Use code THPN. You could have got more. Just saying. Toronto Canucks can't lose like this. You're right, man. You can't. Can't do it, man. Make sure you sub for more. Absolutely. We got 2 more games tomorrow night. And hopefully we get more games like this all goddamn season long, man. If we win the next one, then it's our turn. No. Not like this one tonight. Not like this one. What a start, man. What a start to the year. I mean, I'll hang out with you guys for five more minutes. If you want, Armchair GM is going to be live on their post-game reaction of this game, but holy shit. I mean, to be frank, when you look back at this, Flames didn't play well in the first. Canucks, it was pretty neutral second period outside of the goal from Anderson, I think it was. Third period was all Calgary up until that JT Miller goal. And then we go to overtime and that happens. Wow. Good stuff, man. Yeah. Sucks for the Canucks. It's game 1. It is what it is. But yeah, overall, really great stream tonight, guys. Thank you for doing this for me. Certainly wasn't expecting this. We'll be doing a lot more of these throughout the year. Again, sponsored by DraftKings and Gametime. Go check it out. Make sure to use code THPN, specifically on DraftKings. $5 on a 200. You get bet $5, get $200 in bonus bets. And make sure to go to Gametime as well. Download Gametime. Redeem the code THPN for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. I don't even know what to say. Really don't know what to say, man. It was, you know what? I'm just so glad that we get games like this, just, lots of that to me is such a perfect game. If you think about it as a viewer, it really is a perfect game. So it really was a perfect game. And in terms of just, you had everything. You had the fighting, you had power play goals, you had shorthanded goals, you had 3-on-3 overtime, a little bit back and forth there. You had dying 2 minutes to tie the game, and then Miller ties the game. Like, you had everything. You had everything and a little bit more tonight. And you know what? I did have to be a little bit quiet tonight because it's 1 a.m. People are sleeping. Speaking of sleeping, that's my time, folks. I gotta head to bed. Thank you so much for watching this. This was really great, and I can't wait for tomorrow's episode. Myself and Neil will be going live tomorrow afternoon for Flames Cast. We'll be recording an episode. Hopefully, you guys can check that out. We'll get full game reaction. We'll gather our thoughts a little bit from this, but not a lot to tell, man. Fantastic night, really great night of hockey, and hopefully get more like games like this to come. Thank you again for everybody watching. The final, Flames win it 6-5 in overtime. I will be back next week. Flames will take on the Penguins. We got 2 more streams going tomorrow night. So thank you again, everybody. Lots of fun. Come back again soon. I gotta go to bed. I'm toast. Can't believe that happened. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night, and we'll see you all on the next live watch along. Later.